Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One. Pull up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro at full throttle. Now we in the Mecca bottle, like about a 30-second intersection. Look across the intersection where the bomb is surround flexing. In the city we post up at sticky note. You can smell the icky nail and hickory smoke. It's KRT folks and we well represented. We on that Knicks shit, you can smell it, so please don't step in it. Knicks about to open up a candle of bath. The burner cooking with gas. Big cat alley digging through the tape track. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash if I can splash. With the food moving too slow before the pregame show. So here was on tap with the starting 5 on the entry for a key matchup with a slew of facts. Go salute to the fam in the chat when interacting with your man up. The brand in front of the camera there's a picture. Caption snap back to with the cap. We think dripping. This real talk, you know we from the description. It's the OG, older than Ananobi, who colder than me and my man Brody. Showing Adobe on the low, we be on your 5 team, that's Cody. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. Real talk. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Real talk it is. Knicks Real Talk. We in the building, man. Divine Shot Powers to recap first quarter of the season review. We're going to get that out the way tonight. 20th game have been played for the New York Knicks. Let's see where they at in the first quarter of the season. We're going to get into all that tonight. I'm really looking forward to this show tonight because we get to reevaluate the 20 games that our guys had went through already, what you see, what you don't like, what you think the stats are, what you think the teams are. Just overall, it should be a fun night. And obviously coming off that beautiful game the other night when they did what they had to do to beat the New Orleans Pelicans. By the way, they beat them, was impressive too. So before I go any further, let me bring my partner to discuss this stuff with me, man. Shop House, what's good, my man?
Peace to you, Divine. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Let's get a salute to the chat, man. Salute, man. I'm Darren. It's good, nostalgic, my man. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Shop Power. They had their 20th game last night. Up in the Mecca at the world famous, winning there. Did what they had to do. Took care of business the way they supposed to. Took care of business because they played an undermined team, obviously, with a lot of their key players out. So when you don't have that situation where your best players are there, you both beat the teams like they did yesterday. And I really think they did a good job of doing it the way they beat them too, from start to finish, double-digit lead, shot all the way through. Offense played some very good basketball, and the defense was there. Thanks to my man Ananobi. And Nobi, what I mean by that, OG and Nobi, because he didn't let my man get that block off yesterday. That was a beautiful block he put on my man Daniel Theis, I meant to say. And overall, they played good. Had a breakout game from Mikal Bridges, Shot Powers, which was very good to see. That he got back out, and got into his bag, which I think we talked about in the show. I said, listen, this guy about to break out today. He watched the homestand. I know I said that out of my mouth right there, that this guy was due to turn around. And he did do it, Shot Power. So what were your thoughts on that game last night? How'd you feel about it? We get into that and then get out of that and get into this season review, man. But what's your thoughts on the game overall?
I mean, it was a masterclass. You know what I mean? We talked about it before the game, about Mikal Bridges, and it's not from his neck down, it's from his head up. And last night he was engaged. And what took place is not being in his head, getting off to a good start, really solidify his defense as well. So it was just good basketball, man. It was team basketball. Like I text to you when we was talking and stuff. That is good team basketball that they played last night in all categories. You know what I mean? They did great in every category that you can mention. You know what I mean? And this is a team like the Hornets that we should have beat. And we got tricked up by the Hornets game because of all the variables that was around the game, but we still came out with a win. And I'm happy that we came out with another win last night as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Got 2 games in a row. Like I said, one was just to piggyback what you said. One of them was I often didn't get to come out and play the way they wanted to at the end of a road trip, so we get it. but that then they came and showed us what they can do. You know what I mean? They came and showed us what you've seen in Charlotte is not what you're supposed to see the rest of this. This team is built this team is built where they could beat anybody, but they also the reality is you are not going to beat everybody. They can, but they're not. You know what I mean? There's a lot of teams like that. So I think they did the right thing. They did what they had to do, man. They went in there last night. Shaw Powers, no Zion Williamson, no Brandon Ingram, no Alvarado. I get it, and so they handled it the way they supposed to handle it. They supposed to smash them boys. And don't let's not get it twisted. They still had Devontae Murray. They still had Trey Murphy III. They still had C.J. McCullough. And Yee's played a good game, but I still think that team was better than the Charlotte team. So let's go to show you. All depends what happens on any given night. You bring your A game, Knicks can beat just about anybody. You don't bring your A game, you're just about to lose anybody. And I think that's pretty much what it boiled down to in the two games. And they did good. They did very well. So I'm happy they went in there and gave them boys the business last night. I think overall, I like the Mikal breakout game was special. Mikal, got out his bag, and which we knew was only a matter of time. These guys that had to spend minutes, Jalen Brunson, them had to go crazy, and he assisting that ball, shot Powell with Mikal so well on that baseline. Man, them baseline drop balls is that's continuity. That's why I always said these cats know how to play together because they played together before in a sense, and they know, and you should tell it got my man in the rhythm, and they were looking for him. So overall, it was good that our bench. I think our point guard and our shooting guard off the bench, Cameron Payne and Deuce Bride is playing phenomenal basketball for the New York Knicks right now. So I'm happy inside what I seen yesterday, man. Like I said, even if all them other guys for the Pelicans was back, we could have won or lost the game, but I know we would have had a chance to win it. You know what I mean? Shaw Powers, whether Zion was there, it might have been harder, but we still could have beat them or they could have beat us. But, being that it wasn't, it made it easier for us to beat them. And that's what we did last night. So get them guys credit on what they did last night, from a basketball standpoint. I think they did a good job last night, Shaw.
Yeah, it's no question, man. They in the games that they have won, they do masterclass things, man. You know what I mean? They assist the basketball, they score the basketball really well, and the intensity of playing defense happens, sporadically throughout the game. And last night was just a masterclass. It was consistent. It was the whole game. I mean, and everybody contributed. Everybody, even the guys off the bench, even the third string guys got in there and turned it up a little bit. So I was happy to really see what the Knicks could really look like when they could get a couple of more guys back to help out the starting unit.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what I meant to say earlier was no G Anunoby. That's what I was trying to say. No G Anunoby. No, you're not coming in here with that BSG. Bang, that was a beautiful block. That was good to see. That made me that block last night made me think of New York Knicks 90 basketball. It really did. When he blocked that shot, like, okay, Anunoby on some old Charles Oakley and them shit. So it really felt good to see that, man. Because it was when he did it, the ruckus in the garden was crazy. You know what I mean? Ooh, it was like, now you could hear it through the whole arena when he blocked that shot. That's what made it so exciting, because I'm like, man, these people, he did that and then come right down, shot out, and Mikal hit a three. So, a defense stop to an offense, 5-point swing. You stop 2 shots, you stop 2 points at the rim, then you go down there and knock down a 3. So that's a 5-point swing for the Knicks. And that momentum really was pretty much like, y'all not getting back in this game. It's over. And that's what that moment felt like to me. So overall, good job. Like you said, Deuce McBride. The guy playing phenomenal basketball. The last couple of games since he come back off his knee issues. Hopefully he can stay the way he was playing. He's really in his bag right now. I like the way he's playing basketball for the New York Knicks. So hopefully guys keep going. But look at the box score right quick that we get into something else. Ladies and gentlemen, last night, if you look at the box score for the New York Knicks, let's go down here. Mikal Bridges, 36 minutes, 12 for 19, 7 from 12. Downtown, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block. Only 1 foul, 1 turnover, plus 40, 31, plus 40. That was his game last night. Make no statement about it. But Anunoby, this is the beautiful thing about these plus and minus things. 31 minutes, didn't shoot well, didn't hit a 3. He went 3 from 4 downtown, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 4 blocks, plus 32. Only had 7 points. That's why. You know what I mean? Shaw Powers, 4 blocks, 3 steals. Oh, man, if he do anything close to that the rest of the year, it's going to be a problem. So I know he ain't going to do it every game, but it's good to see that if once that intensity picks up with Mikal Bridges and everybody get right where they need to be, you're pretty much going to see a lot of this. You know, you're going to see a lot of this because it's a pretty good team, like I said, and the numbers don't lie. But other than that, Carl Anthony Towns, 25 minutes, 5 for 5 from the charity strike, 4 for 12, 1 for 5, plus 17, but 19 rebounds, though. 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, plus 17 and 14. Another double-double, but 19 rebounds. But that's their Achilles heel anyway over there in New Orleans. They don't have no big guys down there. So he really did his thing down there, took advantage of the situation where they didn't have no size. Jalen Brunson, 26 minutes, 4 from 11, 3 for 7, 5 for 5. 9 assists, ladies and gentlemen. He racking them up right now, man. He in the top high echelon of the NBA, and that too. We get into it on a 20 game review. Then he got 3 turnovers, 3 steals, plus 29, 16 points. Josh Hart playing phenomenal basketball for the Knicks this year, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta truly say, one of the most consistent Knicks all year. Josh Hart, consistent all year long. 31 minutes, 5 for 9, 2 for 3. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, plus 23, 12 points. Dude is playing. I didn't see this coming, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't see it coming like this season. I knew Josh Hart could do what he do, but I didn't see this Josh Hart coming, though. I really did. I knew he'd be a Josh Hart shot power. That's what I'm saying, but he really did step his game up this year, man. Salute to him. Matt Ryan went out there and went gun-ho for a while. The lunch 9 minutes.
He's supposed to. Only minutes he got on the court. He's supposed to shot everything he touched.
Right. But ladies and gentlemen, let me make no mistake. I gotta say this: Jericho Sims is playing some damn good basketball for the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. If you really look at basketball in totality, Jericho Sims is playing some good basketball for the Knicks. He really is. And now I'm not saying that because of this game. I just kind of been seeing it the way he's been playing. This dude is getting the most of what he's out there to earn, and it's good to see that he holding that fort down for Mitchell Robinson and them guys, man. Salute to Jericho Sims, 23 minutes, 2 for 2, 8 rebounds, 13 offensive rebounds. 13 rebounds, 8 offensive, 8 defense, 5 offense. Phenomenal. 2 assists, 1 steal, plus 16, 4 points. I think they took a block shot away from that wasn't goaltending. I'll tell you that much. So I see that replay. He hit that ball before it hit the glass. But anyway, he's been playing with a lot of energy, man. I hope he continue doing what he's doing, man, because he really showing me some things this year that I knew he had in him, but I didn't think he would. Well, he had to get to where he had to get to, but he played using it to his ability now. Obviously, Haka Purdy played. Jacob Toppin played. Excuse me, I forgot my man Cameron Payne. I'm sorry. 16 minutes, 3 for 7, 2 for 4, 5 assists, ladies and gentlemen, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Plus 9, he's doing a damn thing. Deuce McBride, 22 minutes, 5 for 9, 3 for 4 from downtown. He's killing the game right now. 3 assists, 1 steal, plus 18, 13 points. Oh my God, brother! This team is gonna be pretty good with Mitchell Robinson. To get back, I didn't say that shot pass. So overall, I'm happy with that. Obviously, they box score. They shot 45, shot 44 from the downtown area, bro. 87 from the floor. What was your thoughts on the way them numbers came up last night? The way they played basketball for the Knicks last night.
This is for me. This is how I thought the Knicks could play for the rest of the season. I was hoping for them to be more like this in the beginning of the season, but I didn't do my homework. A new team, new players on the team, new implements, a different way of playing the style of basketball they playing, but now they're starting to get the niche. They're starting to get the niche about it. And this, for me, I believe this is the way that the Knicks, we will see more of games like this than games that we don't score over 100 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they kind of, I understand the competition last night, but they pretty much got to the basics of what they do. I mean, they played really New York Knicks basketball last night, and I think no matter who you playing on any given night, whoever in front of you, that's who you beat down, or you losing them or you winning them. I don't care if they all their uncles was out there, then you both to beat them uncles down, hypothetically. So they did what they had to do, but the way they did it was impressive. Start to finish, 20-point lead, 30-point lead, got it to 40. And it was almost like the guys in New Orleans tapped out. But and obviously they professionals. So C.J. McCollum and Murphy, not Murphy, and Dante Murray had got it going a little bit to try to make it respectable. It didn't even matter. They just didn't have enough for the Knicks last night, and the Knicks did what they supposed to have done last night, ladies and gentlemen. That wasn't that's what they supposed to have done. I would have been upset if they won that game the way they won it last night. Maybe not in that morning, but I knew, when we said 125 to 107, we was predicting some had 120, whatever. And the reason why they probably didn't get it that high because Tom Thibodeau took him out with 9 minutes left in the third. So, but overall, it was just great to see that these guys. Jay Boogie was good. OG was good, my man. Salute. The closer was good, my bro. JB was popping, my man. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Brody, you already know how we do. Thank you for coming in. Jay Boogie in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. You already know how he get down. Yeah, man. But I tell you, overall, we just got to keep building, man. Keep building, brick by brick. You know what I mean? Stone by stone. Just keep building this thing, man. And I think the best is yet to come for these guys. So overall, good performance last night. Shop out. I'm really happy with the win. We move on to the next because it's a big game tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be big time tomorrow. So I am amped about that game tomorrow, man. But, first we got to get through this 20 game season, Shop Howard. So far, I'm not bad. I mean, what's your thoughts on this 20 game we went through? We about to start the season review, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. Before I go any there, excuse me, Shop Howard, let me hold up right. Let me get it out the way, ladies and gentlemen, before I won't be breaking my norm here. I just want to congratulate, or we want to congratulate the one and only, Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen, Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Yes, my man. He's back in his bag. He's back in his bag, ladies and gentlemen. Him and Sugan got it. Well-deserved. 28, 26.8, 9.8 assists, 54 from the floor. That's 3-1. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's Jalen Brunson right there. That's what we expect anyway, though. He just starting to round in the shape, Shop Howard. So congrats to him. We know you'll get many more, my man, because you are who you are. So we but I'm glad he got recognized because he definitely kept us in the folders. Especially with Mikal being a little down. Him and Anunoby been playing some phenomenal basketball for the other day. Hey, he could have been up in there. Cat prior to that was playing some good basketball for the Knicks. He's playing good basketball for the Knicks. He could have been in there, but rightfully so, Shop Howard. So when Jalen Brunson finally got it going at a particular time of the season, you started seeing this, and now you're seeing it more. So he well deserved that award right there for sure.
Yeah, some of the things that with the numbers that you see from Jalen Brunson, we discussed in the preseason. We even discussed it probably before that. With the team that he has, his assists is going to go up, and he is playing. When he first started the season, for me, what I believe is he was reverting back to the season of last year. Of I got to go get it. I got to get the basketball. I got to score the basketball. We need to win. We need to do this. Now he is like, we need to win, but I need to drive this ball down here and do my little funky 2 move and pass right off on the people that's cutting. And now he got OG always cutting. He got Mikal always cutting. He got Josh Hart always cutting to the basket, and it makes it easier for him. And it is making the team better because when the last time you remember the Knicks assists being at 28 a game, it's phenomenal. You know what I mean? It's good basketball, and they're starting to get it together. And I mean, it is good to see that the Knicks getting some recognition in the NBA. That Jalen Brunson. Well, it's not recognition; it's numbers. And I mean, he is proving that he is doing these things, and I'm happy to see a Knicks player in the East get that representation.
Yeah, real talk. He doing Jalen Brunson things, and what's so interesting about Jalen Brunson to me this year, the team moves different this year. They move different. They got better players, so his numbers is up. Because think about it, Jalen Brunson was giving guys opportunities with that ball last year, but were they not? I can't even beat up on a team. They had a good year last year. Them Cats won 50 games. I don't want to say, but I think this year, this team right here is better than the team they had last year, and they move different. and they move different. I think they got better players. No pun intended to none of the ex-Knicks, but I think this roster is better than last year's roster. I think it's one of the deepest rosters the Knicks ever had since in the last, I can't even count how many years. I mean, I'm talking about for a start 5 anyway. Shot power. So I do think that this guy got guys, and with the help of Mo Cheeks and all these guys, he got guys who bring the offense mindset. And Tibbs always been, I don't know, I think that the stigma on Tibbs is kind of crazy, but Tibbs always been a good offense-minded coach. I think people just he known more for tough and physicality. He always had good offense team. Every team he coached and went on, they was up there like that. So on the offense side of the ball. So there's not really no anomaly for him. It's just that he don't get recognized a lot for some of the offense teams that he had. You know what I mean? But anyway, with Jalen Brunson doing what Jalen Brunson doing at the head of the snake down there. Now he got guys like Cat in the middle instead of Mitchell Robinson compared to last year. You got guys like Devontae Murray. I'm not Devontae, excuse me, Dante DiVincenzo with him, but Mikal is a different animal there in a sense, and Anunoby, and obviously Randall, and so I just think this team is just overall built better and built different, and and they got a bunch of talented dudes here, man. They really do. So a defense juggernaut, and Anunoby and Mikal. What can you say? So salute to Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen. He just, the young man leading the franchise to where we want to go. Let's hope he can get us there. I'm excited about Jalen Brunson, man. Always has been. This guy's the real deal. We just got to hope that he get us where we want to go. I think he will. I think the Knicks win a championship. I think it will be with Jalen Brunson, actually. I do believe that. That's my personal opinion. Whether I'm right or wrong, don't matter. But I think the Knicks will win a championship with Jalen Brunson. I think he's that good. He's a winner. He's a winner, man. And that's what he strive for. So let's see how it goes, Shot Pop. But other than that, I just wanted to get that out there, man. To Jalen Brunson once again, ladies and gentlemen. Well deserved, Sugan. Well deserved, young man. His team playing hard out there in Houston. He's had a good week. 21-3, 12-7, 9 rebounds. Young man is up and coming up in this league, man. So real talk. But yeah, Shot Power. What's interesting about this year is the way it started. Now we into after 20 games. What's your take on the team, and what do you like that you've seen so far in the first 20 games of the season, with all the peaks and valleys and everything? What's your take on the Knicks so far, man? As these first 20 games came into play,
they have a lot of good stats that I always preach about controlling the pace. They do that a lot. They control the pace. They get out there and grab rebounds. They're doing that way better than they did last year. They're hitting their free throws. They're one of the top 3 teams in the league in free throw percentage, if not the number 1. But I'm going to say 3. Not because I'm not 100% sure, but I think they're top 3 in the NBA hitting their free throws. They're number 1 or top 3 in the NBA of shooting and knocking down 3-point shots this year. So all of these things, in this short span of time, these 20 games. And let's let everybody. This time last year in 20 games, we have the same record that we had last year. And what we have done is got better offensively, and we should even have moved up from the 23rd spot from last night's game, somewhere to around 18, 17, 18, 19, somewhere in that range now too. So it's coming, man, and once our defense catches up with our offense, and it's gonna be real rough on teams. It's gonna be good for me because I'm gonna be smiling and laughing, and everybody I see, everybody's talking about the Knicks and stuff like that. But I as soon as the defense catches up with the offense, it is gonna be a problem for the NBA.
I think so too. You know what? When the season started, when we found out who was here. What the Knicks had acquired over the summer, what moves they did, what they bring, who they put in. But I was excited about it. Like I said, when the season started, obviously Jalen Brunson went and did something for New York Knicks to help us out, to help us to get to where we at. He took a nice deal to help us give us some flexibility, moving down the line. They went out there, bought somebody who I think was worthy of it. Anunoby came back. That was a good move for the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously, the big move was the trade. Obviously, Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and them over to Minnesota for Karl-Anthony Towns. Right around when the season about to start, I'm like, okay, these cats have assembled a nice starting 5. And I say that not as a Knicks fan, just because of who they are as players. them some talented players down there. I was like, oh, so coming to the season, I'm like, okay, 5 guys who can really, really play basketball, know how to play basketball. They know the game, they understand the game. They've been playing it since they was kids. They know all the ins and outs of basketball. They all have decent careers in the NBA. So when the Knicks put this starting five together going into the season, I was like, okay, I haven't seen this since damn near Ewing them. And this is real talk right here. I didn't see a roster like this since Patrick and them. And I'm not saying none of them is Patrick Ewing and them, but I'm saying that the assortment of talent they put in on there. You haven't seen a team like this in New York in 20 years. So when they did that shot power going into the season, I'm like, this team gonna be a pretty good team. If it all gel, it all come together on paper and everything work out, and you don't know what you're gonna get till you see it. So when I started seeing them play basketball, first one thing I noticed that they was an unselfish team. I like these cats are very unselfish. They move the ball around. They don't play stagnant, ISO. And they moved the ball last year, but not at this rate. They doing things that this team just didn't do last year. So as every game went on, I'm like, when you get one of the next good games, ladies and gentlemen, you say this is what it can be. And then obviously if we lose a game a certain way, we be like, okay. But I see more. This is what it should be than what it's not going to be. And I'm impressed by what the Knicks got on the floor, despite the situation with injuries and all that. I got to get a New York Knicks organization flowers, man. I really do. To get these guys where they at right now and be able to make all these moves, and you still haven't seen the full peak of it yet. You know what I mean? Because of players injured or players just starting to hit their stride or whatever the case may be, or just learning how to play with each other. So to do all that and come into the first 20 games, I was pretty impressed, man. I really am. We 12-8. We sitting right there where we need to be, ladies and gentlemen. So overall, I'm happy. I'm happy as a Knicks fan that where this team is at. And I know eventually when they get to where they got to go from a cohesion standpoint, chemistry standpoint, this team is good, bro. They're good because you can see what they could do on any given night if they popping. If the Knicks A game is on, you can see everything. You can see a lot of stuff that they capable of doing. Excuse me. So, Shop Howard, I say all that to say the 21st 20 game for me was, I'm good with it. You know what I mean? I give it a B for me. I just think that I'm giving it a B just due to the fact of it's the first 20 games. You know what I mean? And they got to kind of get to know each other. You got to work all the kinks in the armor and all that stuff. But to do that, yeah, right. To do that and be over 500, I'm pretty good with that for now.
Yeah, peaks and valleys. Mm-hmm. That's what this first 20 games was, the cipher of being consistent. And I think I hope let me knock on some wood. Hopefully this will be the turning point where they start being more about playing basketball together, basketball, and they have it going on. And this team already has kept 6 teams under 100 points this year. I think the whole last 82 games last season, we only kept 6 teams under 100. This year, we already at 20 games, we kept 6 teams under 100 points already. So, those are the things, those measuring sticks. I mean, last year, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was 6 or 7 games that we had about keeping teams under 100. We're 20 games in, and we already got 6 games that we kept teams under 100 points. That's fair, much better going down the street. You know what I mean? Going down the line in the next 62 games and stuff like that. So I'm just so happy about what the team is starting to get ready to reveal to everyone else out there in the team. And this is a big game Tuesday to really show people what we're about.
Real quick what was your thoughts? What was your thoughts on the cat trade? First of all, now we 20 games into the season. How do you feel about the cat trade?
We talked. You know how I felt about it. We talked about it. We knew that this could be something that could happen for the Knicks. Only difference was we had Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle going there instead of DiVincenzo. But in the same token, the guy is playing phenomenal basketball. 19 rebounds. The guy's averaging a double-double when he gets hot, and he's not even playing heavy minutes. His percentages is sharp, man. He's playing, I think I averaged 34 minutes a game. His percentages are sharp, man. He rebounds the basketball, and he is a veteran. And I mean, he is a veteran. He's been in the league at least 10 years. He is a veteran. He knows when he's not doing something well, he's not hitting a three-point shot, he knows to drive the basket. If he's not driving the basket, now he changes his game around to go play defense and grab rebounds and get offensive rebounds and putbacks. The guy's he's a beast, man. And the more players that we get back to help him, help him and to bring the Wingstop really into full effect, that's gonna just fare well for us going down this next 62 games of this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, the trade to me is just brought a whole dynamic to that Knicks team. You know, and this is what's great. I'm not saying he's him, but this is what it feels like. Cat has an impact on the Knicks team right now the way Ewing did. I'm not talking about. I mean, it's not about him being better than Ewing. I'm talking about the impact. He has made a big difference in the young. Because think about it, to me, ladies and gentlemen, it's different down when you got Cat down there to Mitchell Robinson. And that's not a shade of Mitchell. I'm talking about the way the game is played and how the offense flow. And now you got teams that had to really concentrate on a big man too. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, last year, you could roam. Even Hartenstein, you could roam, say, okay, I ain't worried about leaving him open. Now you got a guy in your offense that you can't leave open. So I just think it makes it so interesting because it seems like we playing a lot of inside-out basketball right now. When he's down there, he could put the ball on the floor, go to the hole every single time he get it. He can go to the floor if he want to, or he could pull up with a pullback or a hook shot or anything. I mean, we haven't seen this in ages. So for him to come here and be able to put that on display in Madison Square Garden every night he out there, I think it's impressive, and I think it's a good thing for the Knicks. So I think the trade worked out to me overall, and he's putting up the numbers that's showing that he's worthy of his money. That's the big thing about it. You know he's getting paid a big package, so he's expecting to do big things. And the brother is living up to the hype shop hour. So congrats to the Knicks. I think it was a good move overall getting that young man. And I think that he just made us a more dangerous team. He just got to keep getting comfortable too. You know what I mean? It'll take time. But to say that when this Cat and these guys get on their thing, totally, I think they'd be fun. And I think they will, man. So salute to my man, Cat, man. I wanted to throw on that because I thought he made a big difference in the reason why this team is pretty much where they at too, because he's had a lot to do with that, man. But he's definitely putting up some gaudy numbers in New York. His numbers is there, his game is there, and everything. So salute to my man, him. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into some interesting stats for the Knicks right now. I hope y'all bear with me, and we're gonna do some stat chasing. Just let you see where the Knicks is at this year, what they did, and how did they perform, and things of that nature. But before we go into that, tomorrow is a big game, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. It's a big game for the Knicks in a lot of ways, and I say that because of what's at stake, what this thing gonna mean. For the NBA moving forward in the next couple of weeks, months, and I'm really excited about these guys tomorrow against that Atlanta game. So I know we're gonna have a really good pregame tomorrow because this thing is getting interesting in the NBA, and I'll just throw it up there right quick and I'll put the standing cup in there a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. But now, after 20 games in the season, our New York Knicks, 4th in the Eastern Conference, 12-8. Playing pretty good basketball, right there, right behind Orlando. That's why I said this is a big game tomorrow for a lot of reasons, especially with dealing with the cup. But anyway, for the regular season thing, meaningful game, the Knicks is sitting right there, man. Playing pretty good basketball. They not at the door. They 12-8. They 1 game behind Orlando, 1.5, 2 maybe. But what's interesting, ladies and gentlemen, look above the Orlando Magic and you look above the New York Knicks. Right now, Boston lose another game or two, they'll be, you know what I mean? This Knicks is that close. So it looked like they starting to get back to where they think they were going to be, where they wanted to be last year. Knicks obviously ended up second last year. But now that as the season go on, people losing games and you win some games, now look at where it's at. The New York Knicks right there. I apologize for that. I don't have it up there. I don't know when in the world am I thinking about, ladies and gentlemen, but sorry. But anyway, if you look at where the Knicks is at right now, I apologize for that, y'all. Cleveland, right there, Boston, Orlando, New York, Milwaukee, Miami, playoff teams, but I still think overall 12-8, knowing that you're going up against an important team tomorrow who really is a dangerous team, even though they don't have one of their players, but them cats are playing good ball down in Orlando. Jamal Mosley got them boys playing some. I think he coach of the year to me so far, ladies and gentlemen. They are playing good ball in Orlando. That's not even having Bankero down there. Talented roster down there. Dogs. I think their offense is starting to catch up to their defense. And I think that's what's keeping them afloat. You know, Jamal always got them guys playing good defense down there. But now they finally catching up to their offense, starting to catch up. So they definitely took a leap this year, getting Katavious Caldwell-Pope down there with them. That was a big plus for them and free agency. A veteran guy, sharpshooter, who got experience, been in championship games. So salute to them. I mean, they are playing some hard ball. So that's why that game is important tomorrow for a lot of reasons. But that, like I said, as you see, that's where we at far as the conference and everything. So 12-8, we right there. And for the Emirates Cup, that's why I want to bring that up, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow. Why that game is so big. Here go the Knicks right now, Orlando Magic. Both of them 3-0. Philadelphia's out. Brooklyn is out. The Hornets is out in Group A. So right now, them cats playing for the top spot in the wild card, I would say. And that's an important game tomorrow for a lot of reasons. First of all, out of respect, for our talent, both teams are. Not a division, a group game, a conference game. Team one game right above you, looking to try to stay there. But this is going to be interesting tomorrow. So I say all that to say that if you look at where we at right now, we want to win this thing, man. If we win tomorrow, we'll be number one, and we'll be a team. We won't be a wild card team. We'll be one of the leader teams in that thing. So I hope they go down there tomorrow, the next day, man, to get it popping. That's going to be national television, TNT. Good thing right there. So it's going to be fun to watch that. So, but overall, Group B, you got Milwaukee, Detroit. They locked in. Miami is out. Toronto was out. Indiana's out. They eliminated. Hawks got their division locked up over there. Boston still in. Chicago out. Cleveland out. And the Wizards out. They are not going to be in that cup thing. So that just goes to show you, even though Cleveland is the number one team in the East right now, but they're not even going to be in they out. You know what I mean? So, and them two games they lost to Atlanta, put them down there and put Atlanta up there. Atlanta beat them back to back, and Cleveland put them out the cup. And that's crazy. I don't know what could. I guess some of them can't World Cup games. Now they might have lost to somewhere else. But overall, I say that, ladies and gentlemen, that we right there. Big game tomorrow night, national television. But we know we looking still good right now as far as what we done accomplished in the season. We right where we need to be. We in striking distance of this thing. We right where we need to be. With everything that went on in New York, this first 20 games of the season, no Mitchell Robinson, no pressure to it for the whole 20 games. A little bit of Deuce Bride out a little bit. Cameron Payne, just like all the other team. Now you got injured players, but you can only imagine if them guys wouldn't have got injured or they would have came in the season. If Mitchell Robinson would have started the season and pressure to it would have started the season, our record might be different right now in the first 20 games. But I still take the 12-8 shot, pal. I think overall we did pretty good for the first 20 games so far.
Yeah, there's no question, man. We have the same exact record that we had last year at this time. And I believe with all the peaks and valleys that we went through, trying to figure it out, Brunson not coming in, a little gun ho, not having the quality games from Mikal Bridges, Precious Achiuwa being out, Mitchell, Deuce McBride being out, Payne being out for a couple of games and stuff like that. It was something to figure out. You know what I mean? But I think the team is a little bit better now. If knock on wood, I ain't trying to say anybody to be out, but I think they're more prepared to play better if something else happens or something like that. So they were figuring it out. I think they're getting there. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're 100% there, but they're definitely better than the 40% they were when they would start the first 5 games in the season. You know what I mean? They're closer to 75-80% for me now. And the biggest thing for me is when Precious come back and who's going to be that small forward in that second unit.
Yeah, I think you're dead on with that, man. Like I said, it's just a matter of time. but it's a good a lot of lesson learned too. See, the good thing about the Knicks being and knocking out other teams, when you're not fully healthy, you other guys having a chance to get better. You know what I mean? Like now, literally, look at what Jericho Simmons is able to do because Mr. Robinson is out and Preston Achua is out. So he's able to get better. So when the other guys come back, the team will still be even better because he got better. And so now he done grow since they've been going. That's one of the things I look for is like when you got certain players out on your team, the guys who stepping in for them, they not necessarily going to be them, but they get better at basketball. They learn something while they was there temporarily. Jericho Simmons is pretty much there temporarily, at least for now, unless some trade or something happened. But for him to be there temporarily, I think he did a good job for the New York Knicks. He held it down. He played his role, and it seemed like every game, Jericho Simmons was starting to get a little better. He's starting to understand the game because he getting rhythm. Obviously, when you get rhythm, you can do more. I think he's starting to get a rhythm because he's playing a lot. I think he really starting to show me something. So I think things like that made me feel good about this team, knowing that we had injured players, but the players that came in for them was trying to grow, and I think it helped us get to 12-8 this year. I think it helped us get to 12-8, along with the five-headed monster we got there in the starting lineup. Guys like that was able to go out there and play and produce, and I think it worked out well for them. I mean, so let's hope that they continue doing this thing. Yo, salute everybody in the chat, man. Salute everybody in there. Thank y'all coming in. Jay, I'll throw the link, man, in a few. Thanks to everybody, man. We here, man. We just talking about these 20 games, man. 12-8 New York Knicks. Peaks and valleys, but more peaks than valleys. In the process of getting to 20 games. But overall, they got there and they doing pretty good. I like where we added the team. I like where we at in the standards. I'm happy with where we added the team, and I'm happy where we at in the standards because, like I said, now you start to see this thing gel now. Like we say, I always give them 20 games, let them get through the first quarter. Always give them 20 games, let them see where they at. Now you know where this team is at. You know what they can be despite not fully clicking on all cylinders yet. So I think that for me, I'm happy with that. Shot Powell said we got the same record we had last year. And look where we ended up. So hopefully we can have the same results this year and even go further. You know what I mean? Shot Powell, but so far so good for me. One thing else, ladies and gentlemen, I want to touch on, I think it's interesting for me, is us against, what each individual player really went out there and did for the team overall. I think we have some good team stats and all that good stuff for this team. But let me throw it up there right quick, Shop Pocket. I do think it's some good numbers up here that I'd like to share with everybody out there. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the first 20 games of the season. Here are your New York Knicks players and their numbers. First one on the board, obviously you got up there Haka Purdy, 8 games, 9 minutes a game, 1.5 points, 1.3 field goal attempts, 50% from the floor. Not too bad. 50% foul technically need to be better, but he ain't playing all the time, so obviously don't count. But he's out here at a -3 right now. Understandable. He's not getting no time, not getting no rhythm. He just there. I'm like, listen, guy, they just signed Haka Purdy to a non-guaranteed deal, so don't never get too big on him. You know what I mean? He's not a non-guaranteed deal. He's not even promised to be a Knick, but but he's there. He has some good little sparks every now and then off the bench and cleanup time. Had a couple of game or two where he did play and feel like he had some energy, but he's not there yet. But he just his season is what it is right now, and it's probably gonna be like that once Mitchell Robinson and my man get back. The next player up, Cameron Payne. Surprisingly, not surprised, but surprised. I didn't think he still had it like that this late in his career. I know he could do it, but I didn't think Cameron Payne still had it in him because I don't see him on the regular until he came over here this year. He played with Philly last year, obviously helped him out a little bit, but but very impressive year for me so far from him, Shot Powell, even though he was injured. He only played 16 games so far this year, 17 minutes a game, 8 points a game, 3 field goals made. He should get around 7 attempts a game, shooting 44 from the floor, shooting 43 from downtown, 43. You love to see that. So overall, his numbers is not bad. They decent. His assist numbers is decent. He was really distributed the ball 3.4. That means he contributed not only with his 8 points, he helped him get either 6 or more or whatever. So that's good for Cameron Payne. Jacob Toppin, obviously not getting no time. Don't understand that thing. Maybe he's just not built for this Because, I mean, you know, he been here almost 2 years and it seems like Daddy ain't get more minutes than him. He not even coming off the bench. So that makes you wonder if that was just a look out for the fam, or he don't got the tools that Tom Thibodeau think that he had to play in the system. Because he's not getting it. You know what I mean? And so I think he's just there, man. Real quick before I move on, what's your thoughts on that situation with Jacob Toppin and why you think he's not playing?
I don't know. You know what I mean? He's 6'9", he's 6'8", 6'9", he's lanky. In the G League, he plays. He looks like he plays pretty decent defense. He looks like he can grab some rebounds. Why he's not playing, I'm not 100% sure. I thought that he could have probably filled into that second unit this year, but it's you know, it's a lot of things that like we like to we when we see it, we be like, oh, we need to get him in there. Like Hucker Porty had a slam and dunk from Cameron Payne off the inbounds with like 1 second left on the clock. He caught the ball and threw the ball down. But in training and practice and all that stuff, they may not be, you know, they haven't figured out how to get into Tom Thibodeau's circle of trust, you know what I mean? And that's big. I mean, that's a big thing. And I thought he would have some, you know, especially when we were searching around to get somebody and all that stuff. I thought he could be a good fill-in. Obviously, he's not.
Yeah. I can't figure that one out. I just thought because they let one son go. Because that's the only way I'm like, why is this guy not even cracking a rotate? I mean, he not even getting opportunities. You know, so when I see him start throwing Daddy A in there, Shot Powers, I knew something was up with this. I don't know if he injured. I don't know what it can be. But anyway, Jacob Toppin, 6 minutes a game. Stat line is not. It can't even really go through it because he ain't had another bit to really go to. But Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen, 20 games. He haven't missed a game this year. 34 minutes a game. Much as we, you know, talk about how many minutes they get. He only getting 34. 25.4 a game. Field goals made, 8.7. Field goals attempt, 17. So, and he almost shoots 50% from the floor. And that's what you love to see. You know, you shoot half, you make half. I'm fine with that. 2.6 made, 6.2 attempts. He shoots 41 from downtown this year. Jalen Brunson is 5.5 field technical made. He shoot and 6.5 attempts. That means he shoot 84 from the charity stripe. He make a 5.5. He shoots 6.5. I mean, he shoots 6.5. Make a 5.5. Sorry, apologize. But his numbers is gaudy, 7.9. He's having a good year for the Knicks. Shot Powers. He finally got into his bag coming out of the gate. You know, it's a little bit of, you know, peaks and valleys for him coming out of the gate. But then he finally got going. Obviously, this week he won Eastern Conference Player of the Week. But he's been in his bag lately, and you're starting to pay. You're starting to see why, because the Knicks are 3-1 the last 4 games when he won this thing here. So he's been playing good basketball for the Knicks overall, and plus he never missed a game, not missed a game this year. And Jericho Sims playing good, ladies and gentlemen, playing good basketball for the New York Knicks to me. 20 games, didn't miss a game yet this year, getting 13 minutes a game, 1.9 points. Not the points that that makes me happy about him. Is the other things he's doing. His defense side of the ball, his rebounding, his aggressive, all that. So he's having a pretty solid temporary backup thing going on for them. So I hope he stay that way even when the other guys come back. But salute to Jericho says I think he's holding down that second unit right now best he can. And he's doing a good job out there for sure. Josh Hart, phenomenal year, ladies and gentlemen. I'll get off this. I know it's boring, but let me get through it so you know what number that we could talk about it. Josh Hart, 20 games, 37 minutes. 13 points a game, having a pretty good 4. He got 9 attempts and hitting 5.4 of them made. So he's shooting over 50% from the floor and better. He's shooting 59% actually. Josh Hart is having an underrated season to me, ladies and gentlemen. I did not see this coming. I knew who Josh Hart was, but I didn't see this coming. Here's the reason why. Josh Hart shooting 38% from downtown. 38. I didn't see all this coming. So I'm happy with it though. 85% from the charity strike, ladies and gentlemen. Good year. Obviously, the big man, the big cat, 19. He missed 1 game, only doing 33 minutes a game. 33. 25.2 a game, 17 field goal attempt, and 9 made, shooting 53% from the floor. This offense is loaded. They are clicking out there in New York. 5.2 attempt from downtown. He hitting 2.4. Carl Anthony Town is shooting 45 from downtown. So as of right now, Cameron Payne, Jalen Brunson, And Carl Anthony Towns all shooting over 40% from downtown. And obviously McBride shooting over 40 and Daddy A and Kolick. Three, that's a good three-point shooting team there, 39%. Take that all day, every day. But Carl Anthony Towns numbers is outstanding, ladies and gentlemen. 13-point rebounds, second or third in association, only behind the Joker, if I'm not mistaken. Solid year so far for him, 20 games, 19 games. Happy with his production. Mikal Bridges, 20 games, 38 minutes. The Iron Man, obviously, him and Josh Hart probably get the majority of that. And Anunoby, because of our defense, lack of defense from a whole team perspective. But anyway, he getting 38 minutes, 16 points a game, shooting 46% from the floor, only 30 from downtown. I think that'll get better now as the games go on. We keep doing what we were doing yesterday. Overall, -3 for the season, but I can understand why he minus. But I'm happy to see that he's starting to find his way even through that one game, and I think it will continue. I just think it'll continue. I think he is who he is, like you always say. His body work tells you that. So salute to him. Malvin Bride, Shot Powers, another outstanding kickoff season. Spite the injury. Played 15 games. He missed 25 minutes, 10 points a game, and 8 good points. 46% from the field goal area. And he knocking down, excuse me, let me get that right. I want to miss a turf. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. 46 from downtown, 40 from downtown, Shot Powers. Good defense game this year. Foul tech's got to get a little better, but overall, he having a good season so far in the first 20 games. Happy about him as well. Anunoby, obviously, 20 games, 36 minutes, 17 points a game, ladies and gentlemen. Shooting over 48% from the floor, 36 from downtown. Defense is special, 83 from the charity stripe. Good job by him this year. So, from the number standpoint, Shot Powers, this roster is doing overall pretty well. 20 games, 48 minutes a game, 117 points a game. Field goal percentage is right around 43%. I guess they can get better there. But they still putting up numbers. 88% from the their field goal is 49. I'm sorry. Field goals made is 3.8, but their field goal percentage is 49. That's fine. They almost have 50% there. So I'm happy with that. 3-point shot this year, 40% damn near. This offense is clicking on all cylinders. They shooting 83 from the charity stripe, Shot Powers. Them some pretty good numbers for a team, and you can see why they are where they are, despite everything they was going through.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I mean, the numbers don't lie, Devon. Numbers don't lie. We can be a very good team. I mean, right now we're figuring it out. Like I said, we're around 75 to 80% right now. You know what I mean? And we still have some room to get even better. And that's when we can get a couple more players back to help to help the lineup out. And those numbers that you put about the minutes played, everyone's screaming and yelling about the minutes played. These guys ain't playing heavy minutes. They're not getting heavy minutes since Deuce came back, and Payne came back. Brunson and these guys ain't playing 44 minutes a game and stuff like that. And the reason why they wouldn't have to is because the guys that you put in can make up they're not missing a step. And I mean, you take out Brunson, you put in Deuce McBride. Between Brunson and Deuce McBride, what he's scoring about for 40 points a night. You know what I mean? About 40, he's 26 and Deuce is 12. You know what I mean? Come on, you know what I mean? So that's what for almost 38 points of from your point guard. You know what I mean? That's great. I mean, if you put their variables all together, that's a good 1-2 punch. And I mean, if you add them with Payne, that's a good 1-2 punch. You know what I mean? And Payne is really averaging out with Josh Hart. You know what I mean? So they're scoring about 30 points in that position. You know what I mean? So that's the way things is gonna kind of work itself out. Once we can get another big man back, once we can get Precious back on the court, hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. To take a little bit of pressure off of OG Anunoby, where those two guys can score 25, 30 points a game, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? It's going to be very, very, it's going to be very watchable games. The one thing that I've noticed from 20 years ago, when the Knicks was now I don't want to say 20 years ago, maybe like 2017s and stuff like that, 15s, when they were, really bad. And I mean, you could fall asleep on the game and, be like, all right, they ain't looking too good. I'm going to go to sleep, wake up, you be like, read the paper, be like, yeah, they didn't make it. You can't do that with this team. this team at any given time could be down by 20, and in 6-7 minutes they back up by 1. This team is exciting and explosive, and in the midst of them scoring baskets in those comebacks like that, they play great defense. So if they my big thing this year is consistency. Once we get a hold of that, man, once our defense can catch up to our offense, it's a wrap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. They are definitely starting to find what they're looking for. Takes a while, like I said, they are starting to find what they're looking for. But what makes me, what I'm also interested in seeing, what I seen last night, Shop House. This is what these even if they don't do this every night, they capable of doing what they did. You see, this is what's scary about this team. They done put up some crazy offense numbers the whole season. It lets you know if they on their game, it's a hard team to beat. And not everybody going to be in their game either. They ain't going to be in their game every night. But when you get the best of the Knicks of what they can do, it's a scary-looking team to me. They're just scary. Not because of last night neither. I'm just saying, overall, when they guys is going and they playing the right way and they rebounding and they defending the best they can, they loaded on the offense side of the ball. Because up and down their roster, they got guys who can knock the three down. And the whole starting lineup literally can shoot a three-point shot powers. All of them. And Josh Hart was crazy, is shooting 38% this year. You know what I mean? So Cat can knock it down. Anunoby can knock it down. Bridges can knock it down. Brunson can knock it down. Every one of them dudes, that wasn't like that last year, ladies and gentlemen. So I just say that's what made me so interested about this team, Shot Power. I see why their numbers are like the way they are. I do. Because everybody in that starting five knocked down a three ball at a good percentage. That's what I'm talking about. Not so much knock it down, at a good percentage. So there's no more, it can't be too much double teaming on the Knicks now. You know what I mean? Not like last year when we was more, a little bit more. I mean, we did move the ball. We were a little bit stagnant sometimes, but this team is just free flowing, and they backdoor cuts and all the pick and rolls now. We didn't have a pick and roll like this last year.
No way.
You know what I'm saying? We did not have a pick and roll like this last year. There's a difference. Cat Brunson pick and roll is not Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson pick and roll. Night and day. Night and day. Not even a question about it. So you just added another 10, 15 points on top of what was already there. Mitchell Robinson was getting 8 points. Hartenstein was getting 8 points. Cat getting 25. So you getting 16 or 17 more points from your center position. You didn't get that last year at the center position. So that's what makes this team so dangerous. Like now you're getting what you wasn't getting for the starting position last year in the center spot. You getting it this year. Took them to another level. And I just like the way it's going, man. So overall, I'm gonna bring Jay in a minute, and let me throw this up that I get Jay in there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me let you know what the Knicks did right quick. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this stat. It's a pretty good one here. Obviously, we 48 minutes a game for us, 117 points a game, 12-8 record, 600% winning. My numbers is pretty good across the board. Like I said, 49% field goal percentage for the team overall, 39 from downtown. Rebounding numbers, I think they could be better, but we have 42 rebounds a game. I got to check and see where it's at for a league-wide, where we at. I'll let you know. But that's offense rebound numbers, not bad. 9 a game. Mitchell Robinson was getting them down there by himself sometime. 7 steals, 4.2 blocks. They plus or minus 6.4, so they're not in the negative because they're not losing. They're not a losing team. Job Powell's 8 games at home, 6-2 on the road, 6-6. They shoot. They numbers are pretty much even almost from home and that's what's scary. Shop Powell, think about it. 44% field goals made down at home, 43 on the road. They shooting 89 attempts at home. They shoot 87 on the road. Field goal percentage is same thing. Home and on the road and home. That's pretty. That's to me that's awesome. I mean that's the consistency and the continuity, the way the team play. Like this is our style of play, and we expect to play like this every night. We don't change. This is why we play it, and the numbers are starting to tell you why. They shooting at home 38% from downtown. They shooting 40% on the road from downtown. So what that's telling me is that no matter if they're home or on the road, they play consistently the way they're supposed to play. Like this is our style of play. This is the way we do things every night because their numbers on the road and home is pretty much the same across the board. They shooting the ball amazingly better on the road by 1% on 1% on 3-point shots. Field goal techs on the road, they shooting at 84%. At home, shooting at 81. Rebounding numbers is pretty much the same. Everything's pretty much the same across the board. That's good. Plus minus at home though at 14.1. Plus minus on the road, which is 1.2. Understandable, but they all pluses. Wins or losses, like I said, that takes us up. But the month of October, when the season started, ladies and gentlemen, we went 2 for 2. 4 games in October, 500 record. And the reason why I want to put this up is to tell you what the teams, how they started and where they at to now. They had their field goal season was better at the start of the season. In the first 4 games in October. Then in the 15 games in November, record went to 9-6. 4 games over 500, 3 games over 500. Shot 600, 60% from win percentage wise. Excuse me, 89 from the attempts made. I'm gonna say 44 made. They got better in that area than the first 4 games of the season. Field goal percentage, same thing, 49, 50, same thing basically. 3-point attempts, 3 points made got better in November. They played more games, obviously. But what's interesting, see, like when you play more games, you think your percentage go down because you're shooting more shots. But they seem like they stay consistent with that. 38% from downtown in the month of November. So as you can see, they stay very pretty consistent across the board. But 1 game in December, if it be anything like this here. But another thing, points. At the beginning of October, we scored 113 a game. We scored 119 in November. Killing it on scoring percentage. And we had 118 in December. So I think that was a pretty good look for the Knicks. They stayed consistent with what they did, and they did get better as the season went on. And I think that's what you look for, Shop Powell, when you got a team out there like that.
I mean, if you just look at the raw numbers too, with 6-6 away from the Garden, that means in 18 games we played 12 games away from the Garden. You know what I mean? That if you let's look at those numbers, we played 12 games away from the.
Man, I'm sorry. No, I thought I had to here, man. I'm bugging
you. We played 12 games away from the Garden so far, 6-6. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean. Hopefully, this little homestand can help us bolster our wins back up a little bit. You know what I mean? And I'm feeling Precious coming back tomorrow, man. They still saying he's some game time decision stuff like that, but it'd be a good look to see him back there. And I mean, I said this last night too. If we don't remember, last year he had Precious had some very good games against Orlando. You know what I mean? Precious had some very, very good games against Orlando. So I'm hoping that he can come back and at least come out and put his body out there and do some good things for us. Jay, what's going on, homeboy?
Shows in.
What's going on, brother? How we doing, man? Everything good?
Yes, sir. Everything good, man. Jay, I got to tell you something. When I sent the link to Shop Powers, I thought I pushed a button. 20 minutes later, he didn't get the link. I thought I clicked the thing and let you in, and I didn't realize you weren't even on the screen. I thought I clicked the shit by 20 minutes later. And I touched it too. But Shop Powers, let you know that I gotta do the research on that. Missing that.
You know what that is?
That's all right. Listen, I started talking to the damn thing the moment I pressed it, right? I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like I just ordered some new equipment and I'm scared of it. The older you get, the things like technical stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? What is going on with this shit? All right, it says applause. I get that, but what is this? Right.
Yep.
So I'm the guy who yells stroke on the boat. I don't do the doors. I don't know nothing about none of the other stuff. So
give me your thoughts on the first 20. What you like?
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. Yeah. With your pros and cons, your do's and don'ts. Overall, first 20 games, what do you like about this team? What did they accomplish? What do they need to accomplish? Overall, what do you feel about the team for us first 20 games of the season?
Well, I think that we gotta, if we're gonna judge this team, we gotta start off with the trade, right? You gotta start off with the trade. The fact that the team is completely different. So then in my case, I have to start with like Cat, right? So I'm gonna start with Cat. What I like about this team, what I don't like about this team, and I'm going to talk about a couple of players individually and the coach, and then I'll give you the score, give it a B. I'm going to tell you the score first, and then I'll tell you that. Maybe I'll give it last. So Cat comes in, and off the top, he is an explosive offensive beast, right? Super beast. Salute and blessings. And yeah, you look, man, I think that as Knicks fans, we're not used to shiny things and nice things and pretty things, and we're not used to like, wonderful things. And a lot of those things you said about like closing your eyes and finding out we lost, or finding out we won, or playing down to the competition and all those things. I think that we have to be a realistic. It's very hard to be a realistic fanatic. It's easy to be a fan. I hope everybody catches that. It's different. We are fanatics. That's short. Fan is short for fanatic. I'm a fanatic of my teams. I live, breathe, understand. I can tell you what happened the day Ewan came in and where I was when he did this on that. So Cat comes in, and first of all our emotions are blown into smithereens. Oh my God. They just got rid of Randall and Debo. Wait, for what? What's going on here? And he has to ingratiate himself, and he doesn't even seem happy that he's there. And so then he starts to play, and we're like, oh, damn, and he's big, holy shit, and he's yamming. So I think the whole this whole segment should be about gelling. It's about how we got to 20 games at 12-8, and how gelling is the most important part of a team, especially new. You take some of those losses, those wins were defining wins. They were, except for the Charlotte one, we put our neck on their throat. We did a lot of things to a lot of teams. The losses, we could have won a couple of those losses. So it wasn't vice versa.
Yeah.
And then we have a coach, we're talking about Toppin, we're talking about everybody. It's very ironic because the last time we spoke, was that yesterday, day before? We gave our numbers. Shaw was the closest by 1 point. The truth is, you, Divine, you could have been the closest because you did the 130 to 100. But I think they let off the gas and and then I said they need to let the entire bench play if they have a team like that. And all of a sudden, all the things came true all together.
With 9 minutes left.
And it's funny that you said that, because I believe I shot a text to Divine at that moment. I was like, damn, look, we put him in with halfway to go. I said halfway in the fourth. I'm like, so I said, and then Tibbs did something really crazy yesterday. I don't know if you noticed it or not. And now I can't remember who was the player, but somebody went up and either yammed it or blocked it. I can't remember exactly who it was. And as he came back to the bench, he high-fived him and he body checked him like love, like that a boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, and for 1 second, I saw Tibbs in that whole thing I was talking about, Coughlin changing thing. I saw Tibbs being like, okay, I see it now. We were talking about Tibbs being whatever. He's not married, doesn't have children, this is his baby, right? So he's got to really, I think that he will start doing this more and more the more we stay gelled. I'm giving the first part of the season a B-. I'm going to tell you why it's a B-. It's a B- because the coach hasn't pivoted at the right times. In my personal opinion, he could have played some of the young people a little bit more. Not because of the consistent minutes, but because let's see what they can do. Especially in the big games that we blew out people. 2, we had to gel. It looked like a couple times we couldn't gel correctly, and we're trying to figure that out. Bridges, you were right, played the game of his life, but he hasn't fully gotten there yet. I also said yesterday the first 2 points have to be Bridges. It just so worked out it happened that way. I think they should dedicate that for the next 4 games for him to be the person who gets the first 2 points.
Easy.
I really believe it. And then he'll get that, okay. I'm not just – because they're not – so I don't know if you agree or not. Of course, Jalen, Cat are our number 1 A and B options, right? But everybody else should be an option. They all should be 2 A, B, C. They all should be that. Because they all have the ability to score at any given moment. They all have the ability to hit a 3. They all have ability to drive. They all have ability to do a lot of the same things. So instead of making him a 4 or a 3, I was thinking this in yesterday's game, he could be whatever he wants to be, and somebody has to tell him that. So
I think that's what it is.
The bench, things are coming back. I really am very impressed with Cameron Payne. Incredibly impressed with Cameron Payne. I remember when we used to play him, he was a nitpicker, an ankle biter. I couldn't take him. Now I can't live without him, right? It's like this guy is a bench savior. And I'm excited about. And I can't believe to say this because I'm not one of the guys who believes Precious is all that in a bag of chips. I just believe that he knows the system well. He's a hustling, good defensive power forward, which we need desperately. So I would like to see what we're going to get out of him. So my final answer is I'd like to see us continue to gel till we're at a place this next 40 games or 20, however you want to break it down, where we're gelled completely. And if we do that, I think the 12-8 will go up to somewhere like 16-4, 15-5, and then we're talking big different numbers. Even 14 would still be an improvement, but I want an improvement on that 12-8. Shouldn't have lost that Chicago game. Shouldn't have lost certain games. And those games we need to win in this next set. So B-, it's not taking anything away. It's close to a B. But I think things are changing. I think, and tomorrow's game is a big test. Tomorrow's game is a big test.
Big.
Yeah. Great analysis, man. Great analogy over there. Like I said, for me, 20 games is 20 games. I don't expect no more. I don't expect nothing less. It's basketball. They find a way to play the game. You throw the ball up and you work on what you need to work on. You get better what you need to get better at. And if you were good at something, keep getting better at that. And that's all you're supposed to do. And one thing I can say in the first 20 games, they just plug along. You plug and play. You plug in, get on the court, lace your sneakers up, make it happen. I think they did that for 20 games. And I think they did it well enough where I'm happy because first of all, they 4 games over 500. They could have been under 500. I mean, but because of the way this roster built, I knew that wasn't going to happen. I mean, I knew that. I mean, listen, me personally, I like the 12-8, and I'm happy with it because it's basketball. Things happen in the season for a reason. People get injured. You have bad shooting nights. The other team just was better than you that night. But for Knicks to be the way they at and not having Precious Achiuwa and Mitchell Robinson, to me, that could be easy 4 or 5 more wins with them too. Easy because of what they mean to the team. Not because they superstar, what they mean to this New York Knicks team. Precious Achiuwa is that guy who would do the things that Haka Purdy can't do the things Jericho Sims can't do. He is a piece of the puzzle, So his numbers, his defense, his everything that he do that don't show up in the stat box is what the Knicks is missing. He know how to fight through screens. He know how to defend. He know how to cut off some of the best players. He probably can defend 3, 4, 5. We don't have that. We don't have that right now, and that right there puts us in the quagmire when our offense is not clicking that night, or when our off like the Charlotte game. So I say all that to say that not having a guy who's that important, not from a score. What he means to the team. It's important to have players like that because it's not about always the numbers he put up. It's what does he make the Knicks an easier team to go out and have to play every night? He makes the Knicks harder to have to play against, and he makes it easy. He makes it also easier for the team because now you can rest the guy we complaining about getting too many minutes. Now you got guys who really know how to play the game of basketball, and they plug him in there. That's how important this dude is. You know what I mean? Him and Mitchell Robinson. I think if them two dudes, I think the Knicks would be put like this here. Let me make a long story short. I don't want to start blabbing. If Mitchell Robinson and Precious Achiuwa would have started the season, they will be with Cleveland at right now. The Knicks. That's all I'm going to say. If Mitchell Robinson and my man would have started the season, the New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Boston Celtics would be them 3 teams up there right now. No question. Because that's how important them 2 dudes is. And because that's our defense part. Offense is number 2 in the association, 117 a game. It was our defense that we having issues with for so much the first 20 games. So I just think that, for them not to have those 2 guys and still be 4th in the Eastern Conference, what do that tell you how good you got to bear with that? That's a good team because now when them 2 come back, they're going to be scary because now they got guys in these positions that they're missing that literally can go out there and play basketball and have been in the playoffs and know how to play basketball. So I'm really happy about that, man. Overall, Shaw Powers and Jay, I know sometimes if you look at all the variables with this stuff, can you imagine if the New Orleans Pelicans was healthy? Can you imagine if the New Orleans Pelicans was healthy? But that's just how I feel about the Knicks. Can you imagine if the New York Knicks was healthy? And so for them to be 12-8, I'm happy. I like everything that went on there because there's peaks and valleys. It's a long 82-game season. We still got 62 games to go. To be over 500 under the circumstances and having missed a couple of key players here and there. Cameron Payne was out. Deuce McBride been out 5 games. Cameron Payne was out, 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. And so, and you still able to tread water. I take it. I think under the circumstances that we did okay. I don't think we should have been better, but I think we did okay enough to make me feel good about this team in the first 20 games of the season. So it's basketball.
That last bar you just spit was the exact way I feel about this season. Mm-hmm. We should have been better, but I'm okay with where we're at right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should have.
Now, if you have those 2 big guys back you're talking about, I don't know if we're going to be 17-2, but maybe. Maybe. I know that those 2 big guys are a big reason why Cleveland, their 2 big guys are a different type of 2 big guys. So, I have to think about that for a minute. But of course, comparably to our bench and not having Precious and Mitch, yeah,
real quick,
he's healthy. Talking about 2 full starting lineups. So, again, if my
what's why, and I this is a poor shot pass. I need to pass to you. When New York Knicks players, coaches, and fans said this year we got a chance to win the title, am I right?
Yep.
You know who's a part of that equation? Mitchell Robinson and Precious Achiuwa. When we talk about the Knicks winning the championship, they part of that equation. Like they got to be on that team. The way our roster built right now, the Knicks will not get far without them 2 on that roster. They won't, because you taking away a huge impact from that team. Rebounding, defense, Tom Thibodeau style of ball, one of the better interior defenders in the game. A la Walker Kessler, like I always say, you taking away just that Mitchell Robinson and I had to say this, and Precious Achiuwa make the Knicks 2 times better. 2 times better. than they are right now. So if Knicks 12-8 right now, what do you think the Knicks would have went with Mitchell Robinson and Precious Achiuwa right quick, Shot Powers? If they played, what do you think the Knicks record would be right now if they played this game?
It possibly could have been better. And I'll even say this. We may not even with the injury that we know that Mitchell Robinson had, we might not to take him out of the equation. If we would have had Shamuth and Precious, we would have been a better team. You know what I mean? If we would have had a healthy Shamuth coming into this year with a healthy Precious at the beginning of the year, excluding Mitchell Robinson, I think we would have been closer to a 14, 15-point win in this first 20 games. But putting Mitch into the scenario, it could have been real, we would have still had the bumps and bruises, the peaks and valleys. But I think if we'd had a healthy Mitchell Robinson with a healthy Precious Achiuwa, with a healthy Shamuth, with Payne and Deuce McBride, that's a solid 10-man rotation. We would have had some more games like we had last game, I believe. The last game, you know what I mean? And my overall, I'm giving the team a B just because of the peaks and valleys. New team. This is a brand new team. And for them, in 20 games, we're not having Precious Achiuwa, we're not having Shamuth, we're not having Mitchell Robinson on the team to still come out ahead 20 points. Still having a winning record, you can't go wrong with that. Bugging up today.
Real quick, hey Paris, my man, thank you for the super chat again. Appreciate you, Mr. Duggar, always, my brother. That's coming from the heart right there, my man. We appreciate it. Appreciate you, man. Real talk, man. That's real talk right there. Thanks for the super chat. Chop, I'm gonna tell you something. This is why I said the Knicks. If Mitchell Robinson was playing right now, they'd be with Cleveland at. I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why I said that. If Mitchell Robinson don't go down in the playoffs against the Philadelphia 76ers in the playoffs last year, Knicks might have been the Eastern Conference Final. Just because of Mitchell Robinson, what he could do or Embiid, what he could do Miles Turner wouldn't have did that on Mitchell Robinson. He was eating Hartenstein.
No, he wouldn't have. He was eating Hartenstein for lunch.
He wouldn't have did that on Mitchell Robinson. That's what I mean by importance. If the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson would have came into the season, Knicks would be right with Cleveland at. Because their offense numbers are that gaudy. Now you got a defense anchor down there now, and who's making your defense better. We complain about defense all year. Mitchell Robinson makes your defense 2 times better. So you have to put all that in the equation. And I think the Knicks right now would be right with Cleveland at, and them in Boston. If Mitchell Robinson was back by himself. That's how important he is to the New York Knicks basketball team. Without Mitchell Robinson, they're going to have the same numbers they got right now, and we complain about on the defense side of the ball without Mitchell Robinson. You know, because his name Mitchell Robinson. So I say all to say that I hope people not undervaluing the dominance of Mitchell Robinson. Let's forget the dominance, not his game, his dominant impact on the New York Knicks basketball team. Bream will tell you. Clyde will tell you what Clyde saying. When Mitchell Robinson on the court, he dominates the basketball game because his presence. He stops teams from thinking like, I'm gonna come in here and go down the court on you and throw it in your face.
East and West, not North and South.
He changed it, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Knicks fan. I'm just talking about what the aficionados see. I talk about what Bream watch these boys and Clyde them and all them dudes watch the Knicks play every night, 82 games a year. They the ones saying this. I'm just bearing witness to what they speaking the truth. Because if you know basketball, and we all do, a guy like that can change the whole outlook of a game. Because if you can't go down the middle and your jump shot ain't hitting shot powers, then what? So what Mitchell Robinson do for the Knicks right now, teams can go down there and challenge Cat them a little bit more than they would do Mitchell Robinson. Not a lot, but they don't challenge the Knicks. Don't challenge them like when Mitchell Robinson there. So I think that had a lot to do with the way your offense might click sometime. But I think Mitchell Robinson get back, and this cat is a good player, ladies and gentlemen, at what he do. He's a good rebounder, offense rebounder. He's a good interior defender, and that's what we missing. Can you imagine Mitchell Robinson, Anunoby, and Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart and Deuce McBride on the team at one time? it's a wrap. It's a wrap because every position being defended. Good, too. The Knicks got guys, they could throw 5 guys in there right now who all of them can make, damn, they make an all defensive team. They was really, all 5 of them. Mr. Robinson can, Anunoby can, Mikal can, Deuce McBride can, and Josh Hart can. Think about that. You know what I mean? So I just say all that to say that I think the Knicks will be better when them guys get back. I think the Knicks will I think the Knicks go around in the next 20 games. Just because of that alone, I'm gonna go 14-6. I'm gonna go 14-6. I think they about to hit stride. I just think they about to hit stride, Shaw Power. So if they do that, I think the next 40 games will be interesting. I think they just how important they are to us. That's like watch when Orlando Magic get what's the name? Boncaro back.
Sure, yeah.
When Orlando get Boncaro back, they're gonna be dangerous. Why? Because that's how important he is to their team. Not only that he's a star, but that's how important he is to the team. They playing good ball without him right now. I mean, these cats is killing it right now without him. So, they beating up our jokers without them. They won't be. If we were to lose them tomorrow, just look at the team they just beat. They just got a good ass team, but that's not gonna happen. But they got a good team. So all to say, sometimes it's the player who's important to your team, and I think Mitchell Robinson is that important to the New York Knicks, literally, because like I said, this cat made it hard on them cats, man. He do. Joel Embiid, he don't get it like that easy on Mitchell Robinson. He too big and he too agile. He got athleticism and he big as shit, So it ain't that easy to go against. I love it, man. I can't wait to. I'm excited about this team, man. I really am, man. That's why I said I take. Yeah. I take the beat because I think him and Pressure Joe are gonna change with how the Knicks play basketball. It's not gonna be no easy nights when them two dudes get back. I think you bring it back almost 15 rebounds between 2 of them. Mitchell Robinson get 8, he gets 6. So now, and because the guy that's playing in front of him, other than Jericho Simmons, Shot Powers, getting the rebound, nobody else. So I think you're getting 8, almost 15 points, 15 rebounds coming back to the Knicks. Because Jericho Simmons he don't get buckets like a Chua do. Chua can get buckets. He can hit the 3 ball and everything. So pretty dangerous team, man. I'm happy with it, man. What's your thoughts on each 20 games, like I said, and what's your thoughts with the next 20 game moving forward? What do you think about this team?
It's all about the get back now. You know what I mean? We get back Precious. We figure out what they're gonna do with Shamuth. There's some speculations out there that Shamuth could be back by December. If he did, I think I seen something. There's one guy I'm gonna say his name, that he said something about that Shamuth's not going for the surgery. So Shamuth may be back. You know what I mean? He may be back pretty soon. So who knows? Like I'm 100% with what you're saying, Divine, with Mitch, and I'm going to say too, if we just had Precious and Shamuth to start the year off, and we waiting for Mitchell Robinson, but with Mitchell Robinson coming back at the beginning of this year, now we would already seen a lineup with Mitchell Robinson. Everybody would be a little bit more in tune with each other, because when Mitchell Robinson comes back, I'm pretty sure Tibbs is going to run a lineup with Mitchell Robinson and Cat on the floor. You know what I mean? But who's going to run on the floor with him? You know what I mean? And it'll be scary if you're looking at you got Mitchell Robinson, and then you got Cat as your small forward, and you put Precious, and then you put OG at the 2 and or something like that. Some crazy lineups. It's going to like the lineup that you just said with McBride and Mikal and OG with Mitchell Robinson. So the first thing they have to do is get Precious back, figure out what they're going to do with that small forward position in the second unit. And I mean, that's a key to me. That's my whole month of December. That's all I'm going to be talking about. Who is going to fill in that position? I said the other day that it was a blessing that they sent Patty down to the G League to get some burn, because he may be the guy if Shamuth doesn't come back or some, he starts practicing and he re-injured, whatever the case may be, that he may be the guy to fill in for that small forward position right now anyway, because we forgot about McCullough Jr. too. That would be a perfect guy to fit in that small forward position off the bench as well. So it's a couple of things that, for me, it's baby steps. Let's get Precious back, hopefully by tomorrow. Hopefully in another week and a half, 4 or 5 more games, we can see some what they're gonna do with Shaman for whatever. Hopefully before the middle of the month, we know what's going on with Shaman, and then we'll just wait for maybe we'll get a Christmas gift for Mitchell Robinson suiting up. Maybe not playing, but maybe he'll suit up for a game before the end of this year.
Believe it or not, Mr. Robinson closer than people think because he got into the May. He already been out 6 months, 7 months, 6 months. I think it's just a matter of time. But here's the reason why I said how more important Mitchell Robinson to all them got. Them positions with Shaman and all them players, we got that locked already. We missing. We have a problem up front.
Yes,
the Knicks have a problem up front. They got wings. They got wings and guards. They got a lot of them. They got a problem up front.
Yep.
What a problem is that. That's why I think Precious Achiuwa and Mitchell Robinson make that team 50 times better because they don't have a problem down there. They got a problem up there. And that means Jericho Simmons is young and Cat is not a great defender. That's what the Knicks' problem is. They got wing stop all day down that way between Cameron Payne, Deuce McBride, OG, and even Jalen Brunson playing good defense actually. And who else? Mikal and them, they locked down there, man. They probably was up at the 4 and 5 spot. So that's why I said I think when Mitchell Robinson get back, this team gonna be crazy because, like I said, his presence. They're gonna be nice. They're gonna be nice. They ain't no way to put it. When they get the position they need back to get strong, they think they will. Jay Chosen. I think they position the need right now in New York. The position of need is your backup power forward or center.
Yes,
that's our need. You know,
1,000%. There's no question about it. I mean, you can be blind and unsee that. I mean, it's the big time right now is and as I'm listening to you, I'm thinking about the things that I may have missed regarding Mitchell offensively, right? Because what we're missing, truthfully, is a defensive stopping force, rebounding, blocking presence. Agreed?
Yes, indeed.
Agreed.
And so that's why Cat doesn't need to do all that stuff on a regular basis. Or at all, you know, if we get a good block like the one he sent into the 14th row, yes, you know, then that'd be great. Yeah, that's great. That's what we call on the street gravy, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just gravy. But you know what he does bring is he knows how to set the picks, like Sims is learning. He knows how to get the offensive rebound and how to get it back out to Brunson one time, or how to put it back up, or even when he gets the offensive rebound, though he can't shoot a free throw, he knows how to put it back up really quick to get the foul on, you know, in case he gets the ball. You know, I unfortunately I watched basketball a long time, right? So not unfortunately, but unfortunately is where I'm going. Big men who don't got like he's really slim, right? So it's, you know, like the muscle around his knee, his ligaments, the stuff, and his injuries were bad injuries.
Who that? Mitch. Oh yeah, more like ankles though. Ankles.
Yeah, on the ankles.
Yeah, so, more.
Right. So, and he's tall, he's lanky, he's never been the fastest guy in the universe. If I was the Knicks when Mitch came back, my starting lineup for the first 5 minutes of the game would be Brunson, Bridges, OG, Cat, Mitch. I'm starting that lineup every day for the first 5 minutes. No one's coming in. No one's getting any buckets underneath. We're scoring everything down low. He's setting picks. Then we're rotating back out, bringing Hart in. Then we're running and gunning as we go. Then the bench changes, and then you have Payne, Deuce, right? You got Payne, Deuce, Bridges, Precious, Mitch. Now you're playing a different type of game right there. And I think there's an abundance of ways you could change the lineup and move in that. And that's going to be where Hart and Bridges fit in, right? Hart and Bridges are going to be doing a lot of that switching into a second unit and switching into playing a lot with Precious and Mitch. Now, the difference is I think that Precious could run with our team the way it is. What's our biggest issue right now is New York Knicks. We have a rough time. Not that we cannot. I don't like doing that. We can. We have a rough time with big, fast, athletic teams. Adding a Precious to the lineup, right? Maybe taking out one person in that lineup, like you were talking, or maybe Precious in the second lineup, pardon me, makes them able to chase them faster. But we have a big time problem chasing big, fast teams. So having Precious back just helps, and he knows the system. It just helps. I don't know what the story is with Mitch. I don't want to get too hyped right now. I know you're very hyped on it, and I'm happy for you because I'm
not hyped.
I'm excited.
I'm hyped, but I just think that, you know,
I'm excited.
yeah.
But I'm really worried about this. I'm worried about the fast break, right? Oh, by the way, I shouldn't have done that. We're not getting any plugs from Reese's. Just saying, that seems to be this year's issue, right? That seems to be this year's issue right now. And I like what I saw yesterday. What's the story with Mitch? Can you tell me? Does anybody know?
He just rehabbing. He rehabbing. Mitchell Robinson's fine by me, man. I don't care if Mitchell Robinson don't come out to the playoffs. I wouldn't give a shit. We just need him. God.
No, and listen. I agree with you.
Yeah. I'm just speaking out of my own. I'm not because of what you said.
But there's also a possible scenario where you may not ever see Mitch in the Knicks.
He might get traded. He might get traded.
Ever.
Yep, he might get traded, but make no mistake about
Cinnamon bun.
Make no mistake about it. I will say this here. That starting five ain't going nowhere. They don't need to.
No. That's why I took it back. You saw me? I reeled it really quick. I was like this. Look, I went, whoa, wait, no.
Don't mess with them boys scoring 100. 5 guys starting 106 points a game in the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. Start lineup putting up 106 points a game. 5 dudes. All of them can get down. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Mitchell Robinson, Precious Chua, come back to that second lineup with Deuce Bryan, Cameron Payne. You got a juggernaut. Juggernaut. Because here's why. We can score on anybody, and our second unit is going to be probably one of the better defending teams out there.
Mm-hmm. Facts. That's right. And it goes from a fast break team to a half court team, which totally changes the way the other team has to play us.
Mm-hmm. I think Chop Powell hit that nail on the head one day. Really, they equipped to do anything. They could play all different type of ways in Knicks. They literally could play any type of basketball you throw out there, because every guy they got is two-way players. They know all of them. And something like one of them, Cat, might not be a one-on-one two-way player, but he does grab 13 rebounds, which is defense. He does try to go and get a block shot every now and then. He'll try to foul you, but his fouls be stupid though. But that don't mean he don't make an effort to. He just make the wrong ones. You know what I mean? So I think they got a team that, I mean, literally, man, go down. I think we need to all go down the whole NBA team by team and compare your team to their team. Compare the Knicks to every team in the NBA, and how do you feel about who they match up against them? Their roster, their style of play, all that. And that's why I give the Knicks a lot of praise. If you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, solid team. Darius Garland, my man, Donovan Mitchell, Mobley, but
Allen.
But here's the problem, though. That's why I try to tell you. Jalen Brunson washes out Donovan Mitchell
instantly.
He washes. In other words, they both could do the same thing.
Right.
Both could do the same 100%. Thing.
Yep.
Garland nice, Mobley nice, but they ain't no Cat though.
Agreed.
None of them dudes is Cat. I don't care. You can sit there and say Mobley a nice upcoming dude. You can say Darius Garland a nice shooting guard. He got offensive skills. They ain't no Cat though. So, right. And then you go to their third guy. Who their third guy? The third best player. I'm talking about forward in that starting lineup.
LeVert, or no, he don't start. I don't think LeVert starts.
No, it's
Sam or what's his name?
Whoever it is, they ain't no Anunoby.
Look, we don't even know who it is. That's how unimportant it is.
It's my man, Isaac Okoro. I think at one time he was, and then,
I think
and
he is
Strauss.
again.
Yeah, and it was Strauss before Strauss got hurt. But still,
definitely was Strauss.
Yeah, they don't impact a game like Anunoby do. Then let's go to their fourth best player, whoever their fourth best player is.
LeVert.
So LeVert can get offense buckets, but he can't play two sides of the ball like no Mikal Bridges. Here's the difference. Mikal can make it hard on him, but he can't make it hard on Mikal because he's not a true defense player. He played defense, but that's not his bag though. No. So I have to say right then and there, I like our starting five against Cleveland because what we do, the way we do it. Jared Allen nice, but my man takes him out to the 3-point line. This is the Knicks is healthy. I'm talking about a healthy Knicks team, just like they team healthy. Cat would bring Jared Allen outside all day,
and that means everybody else would attack like piranhas. Bang!
Nice as Evan Mobley is, and he nice. But you see what Randall did to him in the playoffs. You see what Mitchell Robinson did to him in the playoffs. Now it's different. Now 2 years later, he probably much better. But still, all I'm saying is, pound for pound, you could put the Knicks up against anybody. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying they're better than all of them, but they can. The Knicks can go play against anybody in the NBA. All 30 teams. Our squad can compete against any team in the NBA. I'm not saying they're going to beat every team in the NBA. I'm saying they can compete against any team in the NBA on any given night. I don't care who it is. We got 5 dudes on that starting lineup that's talented. That's as talented any team in the NBA, any team. And you can. That's why I said go down it when you get some time. If you were really go down and go to every team, look at their roster, and then put the Knicks up against them. And position by position, that's why we second in the NBA scoring because our offense that prolific. 30 teams, we the second best scoring team in the league, rating wise. So can you imagine when our defense get better? Like Shaw Power said, we probably be up to 17 right now, 18 just because of last night. Can you imagine when Mitchell Robinson and my man get back and the Knicks defense is now top 10, which it was last year?
And Sims gets better and and everything starts getting better. It's gonna be great.
Even if it don't even do that, just having Mitchell Robinson and Precious Chua back there with Anunoby and Mikal. Come on, guys, let's be serious. Name a team in the league to put together a defense team like that on the court at one time. Go to all 30 teams. Let me know what team in the NBA could put 5 guys other than I'm gonna say the New Orleans Pelicans healthy. New Orleans Pelicans healthy could put 5 guys out there like that. There ain't too many teams to do that though. And that's why I like the Knicks' chances, ladies and gentlemen.
Denver maybe.
Defensively, no.
Yeah, but we're not doing defense either, right?
That's what I was just saying. I was saying that's why I said them 5 defense guys to talk about. That's why I said I was talking about defense just now.
Yeah.
There ain't too many teams can do that, ladies and gentlemen. Them dudes are stellar, man. I mean, Cameron Payne is a stellar defender. Deuce Bright is a stellar defender. Preston Chua is a stellar defender. He's above average defender. And Mitchell Robinson is stellar.
And Wingstop.
Yeah, it's pretty tough, man. It's a pretty good team, man. That's why I'm so I'm expecting them to do it. I'm expecting the Knicks to be good. I'm not talking them good. I'm expecting the Knicks to be good. I ain't taking nothing less from the New York Knicks. New York Knicks better get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I ain't trying to hear none of that other shit.
A bust.
Right, come on, man. Yo, look at their roster, bro. If you watch 82 games of NBA basketball, if you watch basketball on the regular, like I watch Knicks basketball on the regular, but I watch NBA. If you watch NBA basketball on the regular, you cannot tell me with a straight face that New York Knicks don't got damn near one of the probably 5 most talented starting teams. I'm talking about starting team. Now they bench, because the bench could be sucked for but for the starting 5, they got one of the best in the league. Because they all proven play and they all put the numbers up. They numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. They don't lie. So they better make it happen. Knicks better make it happen. You pay Anunoby $30-40 million. You gave You gave Cat $48 million going up more. You gave Jalen Brunson with his money. They better make it happen. Well, you ain't spend all that money to be mediocre.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
Nah, man, that's crazy. And anybody think like that must be how they rockers. Y'all think the Knicks supposed to be a second round team? What?
Right. Damn, we damn near made the thing last year with broken down 4 people playing on the squad. So I mean, come on now.
But this ain't no hyperbole right here, man. The Knicks better do the damn thing. They paid the money to get it done. They paid the money. Now we got to hold them accountable. I ain't expecting this to be no second round team. You crazy? You got a $200 million starting lineup in that.
Damn, bro, you got me ready to eat both these shits right here.
Yo, I'm dead serious, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's scary, bro. They didn't do that. They didn't assemble that team to do that, ladies and gentlemen. They didn't assemble this Knicks for us to be a mediocre team. That shit crazy, bro. So I don't know, Shaw Powell. I just say all this. I'm geeked. I'm an amp. But that's how good I feel. I'm giddy. I feel good about this team. But I know what they went out and did. Them mother spent the money. They spent the money to get this shit done, and they got talent. So I ain't expecting nothing less. Let the Knicks come back here. Yo, when Shaw Powell that for halfway through the season, let me follow the Knicks' 24-16. They got the same record they had in the first 20 games of the season, and he dudes is back. Then I would be disappointed.
Yeah. Then you're talking about now you're talking about now we're looking at February now. Now we're looking at February. We're talking about this whole month of December and going into January. Now we're looking at February. You know what I mean? But I this team is well rounded. You know what I mean? Yeah. We got some finishers in that starting unit. Any given night, someone can hit a big shot. If it's Mikal Bridges, if it's Cat, if it's OG Anunoby, if it's Brunson, if it's Josh Hart, any one of those guys in the starting unit have made big shots in their career and continuously can hit big shots. So I'm running the ground this whole month. My main focus is to see Precious to get back and what they're gonna do with that small forward position. That's that in the second unit. That's my biggest thing to find out. I know Mitchell Robinson is coming, and I'm just gonna have to hold on wait for him to get here. And once he gets back, the first 5, 6, 7 games, he ain't gonna be ready. He gonna be windy. You're gonna see him running up the court. His eyes gonna be budging out of his eyes like Total Recall. He gonna be running up and down, but when he get that burn in his lungs.
I just remembered that scene. Sorry.
When he get that burn in his lungs and he start getting more acclimated, because to him, this team is going to be a brand new team to him. This is a fresh, brand new team to him. You know what I mean? He played barely with Precious Achiuwa. He barely played with Josh Hart. He barely played with Brunson. He never played with Mikal Bridges. He never played with Cat. You know what I mean? He never played with Payne. You know what I mean? I think he had spot minutes with Precious last year. That's in the limited window that he had towards the playoffs and stuff. So this is going to be like a brand new team for him. So when he first get back, he's going to have to get acclimated. You know what I mean? But I think he comes back in seamlessly because he knows the schemes. He knows Tom Thibodeau. He knows what Tom Thibodeau wants to put out there. So it's not going to be hard for him to get to where he wants to be, but it's going to be hard for him physically to get to where he wants to be, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I hope to God they don't put him out until he's, not ready to call timeout on his own. You know what I mean? Like, and he's like, timeout, wait, stop. No. I need, I believe they're going to put him out when he, or they'll pace it. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll put him out and hopefully they'll pace it. But look.
He definitely
very exciting. What do you say?
I was just gonna say his first couple of games, he's gonna be like 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 12 minutes. Till he gets get that burn in his chest. I'm telling you, he's gonna be running up the court like.
He's gonna sound like the Shrek donkey.
And listen, real quick, take the culture out though, ladies and gentlemen. Tibbs don't do that to his players. The player to tell you when they're ready to come back. The Knicks don't force their players to come back. Tibbs say, he'll let me know when he's ready to come back in the game or come back to the.
Yeah.
Yes,
they don't. But listen, that's why I'm so proud of this no organization. The Knicks finally running an organization. They are running a business, dog. This ain't that old shit. Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau are professionals, real professionals. They run in a professional environment. They take care of these players. They like, listen,
that's a
you
fact.
need to sit out. I'd rather for you to be healthy than come back too early.
Drink your kale, drink your kale drink.
They good with this stuff, man. I'm really listen. Like I said, since Leon Rose came here, what a night and day organization look like.
Oh my God! Let me tell you something. I was explaining this to a young man the other day.
Yes, night and day. I mean, these cats play. They are literally running a professional, top to bottom organization. Scouts, assistant scouts. These are doctors. These type of doctors. These guys going overseas scouts. Knicks didn't always do that. They got all over the place looking for talent, and that's why they get them. Why you think? That's why they find these guys like Haka Purdy and Tyler Kolick and all them. And my man Walt Perrin he's probably one of the best scouts I've ever seen.
They got a center out in Japan or something like that that's out of control. I mean, look, I unfortunately had to endure a video the other day because I was explaining to this young man that you don't understand that right now we have layer by layer probably the best organizationally, the best team from top to bottom. And I'm not just talking players, right? I'm talking we have the best GM, the best president. We're talking about the James Dolan has did what he's done with the Rangers for years and completely just got the hell out of the way, which he didn't do for all my life. He was too involved. Now he is completely gone. And then Leon Rose, it just, if you go down the list, like what they did to Donnie Walsh and what they did to, and the way they did him dirty. And then all of a sudden you had, Kurt Rambis for 2 days until you had this guy for another day. And then you had Isaiah Thomas had dirty pictures on James Dolan and he stuck around too long. Like, this is not our old team. This is more of that Pat Riley, that Pat Riley, they had some crazy pictures on him, but that Pat, this is a team that's being run professionally, right? That's making moves that are finally playing chess, that are not just bringing in old, hurt stars to fill seats, that are not happy with the first round of the playoffs, who are not okay with just making money from the concession stands. We have a fucking team that could go to the finals.
Facts.
I'm saying it now. I don't give a damn I don't like to touch the trophy, but I'm just going to tell you this. I'm not going to say we're going to win or going to lose because I think that's bad. That's bad news. But I know we have a team that could contend with any effing team out there.
Yep.
Tell me a team that could get in our way that we can't take Game 7 from.
Exactly.
Tell me. I'm waiting though.
Yeah,
you can't tell me a team. There's not a team. And you know what? We're gonna have bad nights. We're gonna have a night where we're gonna play against Charlotte, and we might say, okay, we're gonna, this is not working. We're gonna have a game where a guy goes 0 for 7 and or 1 for 8, and he normally goes, 3 for whatever. But let me ask you a question really quick, because now I'm on fire. Let me ask you a question. Does 26? Does this record sound good to you? 26-14. Would you take that record?
26-14. 12 games over 500.
At a certain point of a year, you're 26-14. Do you like that record?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because they could, for me, I like it because they could double that. Then that means they wind up being 56-28.
Okay, so that is
right. You said 12, or would you say 12? Would you say 26?
26-14.
Yeah, if they could double that for me, yes, because that would mean they're in the season at 56,
52
and 4, whatever.
Right.
28, 52 and 28.
Yeah, 52-28, which was damn good, damn good. And I think that you would probably win a couple more than that because I was going to give you a third one after that, right? But let's just stick with 24-16 right quick. I agree with you. I think we're going to go 14-6 now, right? That's what I think we're going to go, 14-6. Now we're 12-8, right? 12-8, 14-6. Add them together, 26-14. All right, that's the next 20 games, right? That's about half the year. So let's say we win one of the other two games, right? Because that'd be half the year would be 42, 41, 41.
41.
41. So we win one more game. So now we take that record, and that record is 27-14. 27-14 turns into 54 and 28.
And that's 82 games right there.
And that's 82 games.
Yep. That's what
I might jump into the screen like your cat and drink a whole bunch of milk like you did. I'm telling you. Yo, I'm telling you. So then we progress and we start getting healthier. And Precious is healthy, right? And Precious is nice and healthy. And then the next 20 games, right? We go 15-5. So right now we go 12-8. So we go 12. And then we win 14, and then we win 15, right? Mm-hmm. And so that'd be 41 games. 41 games, then we got 6. We have, 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 5 is 11. So that would be about 40. Damn, man. That would be 41 and 14-5, 19. 41-19. You take that? 41-19?
Yeah, 22 games over 500.
22 games over 500 with only about, and then you gotta add one for the numbers to go in. But let's just say 41-19. That is 3 quarters of your season. Right now is the first quarter. Right, second quarter. Then we're gonna do the next one. There's 4 of them. So if we go 14-6, and then we go 15-5, the last quarter of the season, even if we do 14-6 or 15-5, we're still rolling. It don't matter. I want to say like something bizarre like 20-0, but you know
they need to go 14. I think that they need to go 14-6 the next of the way out.
Every quarter out. Every
quarter 14-6. That's what 42 and 18. 42 and 18 the rest of the way. Add that with the 12-8 now. That's 54.
56. 56. 54.
And I predicted this year. I said they win 55. That was my prediction.
Mine was 58.
Mm-hmm. I was 57.
And you were 57.
They played Nick basketball. And listen, this was crazy. They went 12-8 without the team they got now. See, that's right. Without a full efficient Mikal Bridges, without Mitchell Robinson and Preston Chua, and they still went 12-8. And Shaman, and all I want to do is go 14-6 the rest of the way. So if you could go 12-8 with this team, you add 2 key pieces back to your team, and maybe you get Shaman back. I definitely see 14-6 a month each month heading out.
Exactly, and we blew out NBA champions 130-100 in Denver. We really
45.
Played
all right
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And the losses that we had were close. So it wasn't I'm telling you, the only game I'm going to give us a pass on, and it's the only and it's because I don't ever give passes to my teams, is the first game of the year. First game of the year, Cat just got there, literally just got there, like moments before the game, like in my mind, right? They coming together, they're gelling, they haven't gelled one bit. Cat has no idea about the system, and Boston already is solidified. No one left. They are very solidified. So you know what? I give them a pass. I want to see Boston again towards the end of the season. I promise you be a big difference.
Big difference.
And that smile that you got right there, I'm telling you right now, I got it going too, but I'm just trying to hold it in. So
I'm ready for it, man. I got high expectations. You know, I know how you want. You know how you want the kids. You better graduate. Well, that's how I feel about the Knicks. Man, you better graduate.
You were.
That's bottom line. You better graduate, motherfucker. That's all. Knicks, it's like my kids. That motherfucker better graduate. I ain't playing with this shit. I'm gonna be mad.
Right. That's right. And then you better get a scholarship.
Right. You better get that degree. Knicks better get that degree. I ain't playing with
man. I'm telling you. Listen, man. I really believe in it.
They got a good team, man. That's all I can say. Where they may end up, I don't know. Knicks can get knocked out in the first round. Anything can happen, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen. You literally can. Knicks can go in the first round, not because they're not a good team. Shit, they can go their way and get knocked out. But they also could go all the way to the finals and win it. That's what I'm trying to say about this team. I ain't guaranteeing anything, but they good enough. This team is good enough, once fully healthy, to go to that, to reach that pinnacle. They got 5 dynamic players in the starting lineup. All can play basketball. All have won basketball. I'm not talking about talent only. New York Knicks got guys on their roster who are winners, bro. Yeah. They winners. And that's important to me. I believe that they winners. These cats are winning players. They characters high. They professionals. They go to work. They got a coach who puts in the work, ladies and gentlemen. These guys put in the work, man. I really believe that. I really believe they assembled a good team in New York. I really do. And this ain't because I'm a fan. I'm just talking about the actual individual players and what they did in their careers. Like what Cat done in his career, what Brunson done in his career, what Anunoby done in his career, what Mikal done in his career. I'm basing it off of that. That's what I'm basing it off of. What they have done in their career is Mikal Bridges been to a championship, Anunoby been to a championship, Jalen Brunson, Western Conference Finals, and so on and so on. They got guys there who been there, done that. And this ain't RJ Barrett, no disrespect. This ain't Emmanuel Quickly. This ain't no Quentin Grimes. They ain't none of them. These dudes were starting for us, ladies and gentlemen. The guys I'm talking about were starting for us. Quentin Grimes ain't no Mikal Bridges.
No.
Emmanuel Quickly ain't no Jalen Brunson or whoever. Come on, man. No. We are top. We above the last team we had for the last 4 years. Don't even equate to this team. Don't even come close.
And everybody who left us got hurt. We really have a good team.
Even from a talent perspective, they don't even come close.
Yep.
They don't come close to this team. We ain't had nobody like Cat since Patrick Ewing. Straight up. I'm just talking about skill set.
I'm so glad you said that.
We haven't had a person in New York City. This ain't no Tyson Chandler. This ain't no Mitchell Robinson. This ain't no Timothy Mozgov. No, this is Cat, bro.
Don't play Timothy Mozgov, bro. Don't be playing Timothy.
We haven't had a dude in New York at the 5 since Patrick Ewing that played like him.
That's a fact.
He's not a Curry? You don't think he's good as Curry?
Yeah, right. And listen, Chuck Flowers, point guard. Name a point guard.
Nobody
in New York that's better or good as Jalen Brunson. When the last time we had a dude on our team? But Stephon Marbury? Jason Kidd in this when he was with the Knicks. He was in it. But he ain't Jalen Brunson.
He was at the end of his career.
Right. I mean, we just got guys who we haven't had in years since Melo and Melo and J.R. Smith and them. That's the last time we had a team that's like this one. And I don't even think that team is better than this team. I think
this team would dust that team.
Right. That's what now y'all see why I'm giddy about this.
This team would dust that team. You know the only team I think that would give us a problem? Sprewell team would fight. Because they ran fast. And they were big, and they balled, right? That is one of my favorite teams of all time.
That was one of my better teams too.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite teams of all time. Grandmama, Allen Houston, but the big man situation. Ewing is my favorite. I told you, Ewing and Dominique Wilkins are my two favorite basketball players of all time, right? I got a top 5, but they're my two favorite. I'm going to tell you something that is very hard for me to say. all around, Ewing is a better basketball player than Cat. Offensively and shooting, Ewing is not better than Cat. In a steady stream of being able to hit the three, being able to hit the side shot, Ewing had a great, what do you call that, corner 18-footer where his legs just kicked out sideways and he would hit that shot. He had a nice little shot like that. But you're talking about a guy who could hit three, who takes 7 threes a game as a 7-footer. This is a different guy. But he couldn't do what Pat did on defense. I'm just saying, like, he is probably, in my lifetime, it's so hard to get out of my mouth because Ewing's one of my favorite. Probably one of the best offensive centers that we've ever had.
Yep. You know what I think people would probably what it is? I don't think he's even better. I just think he's a better skilled player than Ewing.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, Cat is skilled. Cat is skilled. That's why I think people don't appreciate about this dude. He is skilled. This dude got skills, bro. Literally.
Yeah.
I think Ewing is a better player, but I think he's more skilled than Ewing.
Yeah.
Shooting, passing, dribbling. But Ewing was the dude, though. He was a dude. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, that's not please.
I do think Cat is better skilled than you it is when it comes to your basic. I could shoot better. I could pass better. I could dribble better and sit like that. But yeah, man. But I say all that to say though, when's the last time we had a player like Cat like that? When we literally got to talk about Ewing. Don't get me wrong. David Lee was a good power forward, but he still ain't Cat though. David Lee was good. We had some good players here. But we haven't had somebody who had the impact like that. In other words, this dude is all NBA. I don't care if you like him or not. He all NBA. 15, the coaches and the blah, 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 and the NBA said, Karl Anthony Towns is all NBA. We didn't say it. The NBA aficionados and the guys who make these decisions said out of all 400-some guys in this league, he one of the top 20 at this time. They make them decisions. You know what I mean? They put Julius Randle on the Knicks, all NBA. That means that the NBA picked Julius Randle over a whole lot of players. How many guys make the all NBA team? What, 15 shot powers? 5 in the first, second, and third, 5 stars. So out of 400-some players in the league, for some reason, Cat was an all NBA dude. He said, amongst my peer group, they consider him one of the best. Because he is one of the best. You know what I mean? And that's saying something about what the Knicks did, man. Jalen Brunson, out of all 400-some players in this league, ladies and gentlemen, the NBA said he one of the best in the game.
Yep.
Whether you believe it or not, that's what the NBA is, and his numbers don't lie. So that's why I'm giddy about the Knicks. They got some motherfucking talented players. They got 2 bookings right now, averaging 25 a game, both of them. That's what Jason Brown, Jason Tatum doing. That's what Booker and my man Durant doing. That's what Donovan Mitchell and his five doing. We got 2 players, or right now are one of the top duels in the NBA.
Very few teams have this. Very few teams.
Yep. Look at the numbers. Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns as one of the better duels in the NBA from the numbers, and they winning. That's why I give the Knicks a chance right there. They got, yep, they got an arsenal there, man. But that's what I know. We'll get out of here in a minute, man, because I know we got to get down. But good conversation, though, man. I'm glad we talking about a little old NBA and all that. I really love it. And but ladies and gentlemen, the big thing is tomorrow. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, it's going down at MSG Emirates Cup play. 2 3-0 teams, 2 teams who might see each other in the playoffs. It's going down. Y'all need to be live and lit up in this piece tomorrow. New York Knicks, Orlando Magic for the spot to take the lead in the Emirates Cup. Pretty much lock up the first seed. A battle of conference supremacy. These cats gonna go at it tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. They going at it tomorrow, and you're gonna see, mark my word, by the best Knicks team you can't see all year. Watch, because they playing for something. They playing for something tomorrow, and we know Don't and listen. The Orlando Magic is a deadly ass basketball team, ladies and gentlemen. Coach well, young talent. And here's the caveat that everybody's forgetting. They've been playing together for a while.
That's a fact.
They've been playing together for about 3 or 4 years, them dudes.
That's
3
a fact.
years. These dudes is talented roster, talented coach. I think right now he's the coach of the year in the NBA. Jamal Mosley, excuse me, hands down to me is the coach of the year in the NBA. And maybe you could throw Atkinson in there from on Cleveland because he's coaching the hell out of them. But ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow will not be no walk in the park in the MSG. Won't be that.
It's going to be Tibbs at the end of the year.
I think so too. But you are about to see one of the better basketball games all season tomorrow night in Madison Square Garden. Shaw Powell is going to be lit up in there. They playing for something though. Shaw Powell, they playing for something tomorrow. This ain't no average. They are playing for something tomorrow, and you're going to see, mark my word, watch. You're going to see the Knicks team that you're supposed to see tomorrow. I don't care who ain't there. Watch. So I'm going out. Wait till the pregame where I talk about it. But I think this team going to go in there tomorrow. They're going to get down. We talk about it on the pregame show tomorrow. For y'all dial in, get locked in. The same energy I got now, I'm carrying right over to tomorrow. It's going down at MSG tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. TNT, national television game. Them dudes is on a hot streak right now. They killing the game right now. And we starting to get on our bag. And let's get it tomorrow. Good team, good matchup all around. I think this team is all. But you're talking about a mirror image in a sense. They got players. They got the same type of players we got. I don't do it. They deeper than ours. I'm talking about 4 our starting 5, but they got a deep team though. I think them boys gonna come out there and play tomorrow.
The Wagner kid ain't no joke, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Franz
Wagner. Wagner. What's my man name? Jonathan Isaac. Oh my, I've been down for years. But they built really good down there. Wendell Carter Jr. All these dudes been playing together for the last 3 years. They know how to play with each other. That's why they're doing what they're doing. So make no mistake about it.
I can't take them lightly.
Yeah, but y'all about to see what Jalen Brunson really is. You about to see what Cat really is tomorrow. You about to see what Anunoby is really. Watch this. Watch. I'm telling you, watch. If you ain't a believer yet, after tomorrow you will be. I'm telling you, booking that one. I'm putting my crow on that. If I'm making sure that y'all hear me right now. If the Knicks lose, I come here on every bit of it. It won't make no reason why they should have lose or they didn't lose or blah blah. But if they do what I think they're gonna do tomorrow, I better show me some love. I'm dead serious. I'm on this team right now. This team is good. And I ain't backing down a word from it. The eye test don't lie, the numbers don't lie. And that's what I base my intel off the intel. The NBA say the Knicks are 12-8. They said we got 2 top 25s. We got 2 scores doing this. We got guys doing that. That's what the NBA said. That's what the statistics that in the NBA. You look at the NBA rebounding numbers. It says our guys is doing this. So if they doing that and they there, that's what it is. Let's get it. You could lose tomorrow, and they can also spank the shit out of them boys tomorrow. I think the Knicks go down there and put it on them boys tomorrow. I know y'all trying to get to where we trying to go, but we go first. You know, you wait your turn. It ain't your turn, it's our turn. We the ones went out in the second round the last 2 years because of injuries. We should have played Boston last year, not y'all, us.
That's right.
We should have played Boston last year, not y'all, us.
That's right.
It's our turn. And that's what the Knicks are going to show tomorrow. Y'all coming along. Y'all a nice young team. Y'all going to make some noise, but it's our turn. Let's get it. So y'all give me a last word. We getting out of here. I'm just trying to get y'all in. I know y'all ready to go. I need y'all to please believe that's going to be fire tomorrow.
I ain't ready to go. You can talk for 3 more hours, bro. I just got my recliner right now. It looked like Shaw drank some of that, whatever he drank. And maybe he needs to sit back. I just got my recliner, and you just keep. I'm listening.
We good. I just want to make sure everybody know that that's how important that game is tomorrow for a lot of reasons. They playing for a championship, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow is a game to get them to a championship in the regular season championship. Ain't like just know they playing for free. Knicks win that game tomorrow. They can control a group. They'll be they won't be a wild card. So that means a lot when they get in the cup, some of the teams got to come to the Garden maybe. The New York Knicks is playing for a championship right now. There's 6 teams out there that's going to be battling for this thing. We are one of them.
More games in the Garden.
So they ain't coming out here playing. Knicks ain't out there playing. They ain't trying to win a championship. LeBron won that shit last year. It counts for something to them. It counts for something. It might not count to a lot of our fans and all that, but it means something to them because they're competitors. So if it's a mid-season tournament championship, damn it, that's what they're going for. And I wouldn't even think I wouldn't treat it no different than it with the NBA championship. If it's something that the NBA say is viable to the NBA, the Knicks gonna go out there and fight for it. Let's get it popping. Might as well. Let's get it popping.
Well.
Let's get it popping.
It might be a preview to the conference championship
right.
now.
You might see him again.
That could be the preview right there. Because either one of these teams could take out Boston. So I'm just gonna say, like, you never know. This could be the team in the way of our destiny. Who knows? We gotta take care of this team, man. We gotta take care of this team.
I'm excited about it. I'm locked in, man. I am excited. I am super excited.
I'm hyped. I can't wait for tomorrow. Is it tomorrow yet?
Yeah, right. It's like a playoff game, Shop House to me, man. It's like a playoff game. Can you imagine the energy in that building tomorrow night? It's gonna be crazy. And it's on TNT. The whole world, not the whole world, the whole NBA audience get to watch the basketball team that everybody talking about. They used to shit on all the time. Now you watch the team that they used to shit on all the time. Now,
laugh out loud, Knicks.
Right. Now they're on the top. Yeah, they're on the top spot now, and they going for this shit, ladies and gentlemen. They ain't spend that money for nothing, and so let's get it, man. I'm psyched, I'm psyched, man. But this, y'all give me your words, we can get out of here. I can do this shit 24/7. You know me.
Me too, man. I'm telling you, I gotta figure this out, man. I love doing this shit.
Yeah, it's fun.
Jay, give us your sign out, Jay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give us a sign.
Man, listen, control the paint. Make sure. No, that's you. I'll wait for you to do that.
We're doing that tomorrow.
That's too early. It's too early.
We're doing it tomorrow.
I'm gonna let me just say this, man. Listen, it's a great time to be a Knicks fan. I feel alive again. I feel young again. I got a rejuvenated feeling again. It feels effing great. I feel like, I don't know about y'all, but like ever since COVID came, there's been like this lull. Like it's hard to get the grind right and all that. All of a sudden, my mind feels better. My life, everything is good. The world is good. The Mets are searching for Soto. We got a starting 5 that is equally as good or better than any damn team in the fucking NBA. I'm excited. I'm gonna tell you right now that Orlando's got a good team, but we have played better teams than Orlando this year and took care of business. So I expect us to take care of business. I hope Precious comes back. I'm excited to see what he does on that second unit. I want to see how Tibbs uses them. I want to see Tibbs get a little looser, and I would love to see a double from our 2 big stars, and I believe OG is on his way to the All-Star game. So I'm gonna go out right quick and say that tomorrow's game.
Hold it for tomorrow. Hold it for the pregame show.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You know what? I forgot that this is a totally different thing.
Tomorrow.
Okay, so you're right. You know what? You should have shut me down. Look, 12-8. Really excited to be a Knicks fan. I'm grateful to be at 12-8. I really think that we could go 14-6 every 20 games from this point on, and I'll be a happy camper. We'll be in the second seed, first seed, something like that, and I'm excited. I'm always blessed to be with you, brothers. It's fun, it's good, and
indeed,
let's go Knicks.
Shop house, go ahead, my brother. I know you got to run, man. You probably got.
No, I'm good. Listen, I'm not even going to say long. Salute to you, Jay, for coming on. Salute to you, Devon, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. We'll be on tomorrow. Come check us out. I got a couple people that sent me back on Facebook. It's probably going to be a little late for you getting in now, but we have been on for 2 hours and some change. Hopefully you'll come on for the pregame tomorrow. The game is at 7:30 tomorrow, right, Divine? Yeah,
Facts.
so we'll be on at 5:45, 6 o'clock, something like 6:30, whatever the time is. I can't think right now. It's late night for me.
3:30?
But
6:15.
I'm ready right now. But check us out. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Knicks Real Talk. We in the building. Let's get it.
Get it. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for coming in, man. This is what I'm talking about right here. We just got to have a good game tomorrow. We're going to talk about everything. But for the 20 game, I'm happy with the 20 games of the season. Like I said, we know this is really what the show is about. We got the 20 games, and we 4 games over 500, and we still got to keep getting better. O'Head is to be at 6:15 tomorrow. O'Head, the pregame show tomorrow, 6:15 instead of 6:30. I try to do a little 15 earlier before we have no time to get off and get to the game. But yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at, ladies and gentlemen. 12-8. First 20 games was a good ride. It was a good ride. We learned some things. We've seen some things. We've seen things that we could do good. We've seen things that we need to get better at. We've seen what this team can be, and we can see what this team is not going to be. I'm pretty good with it, man. I'm happy about this team. I'm excited about this team. I think they got a talented roster down here. We missed out the last couple of years because of injuries getting to where we wanted to go. Hopefully we can stay injury free going down toward the end of the season. And then we sit down and watch and see what the Knicks going to do. Tough league, tough teams in our conference. We loaded, they loaded. This ain't no walk in the park, but I believe we're gonna be walking in the park though. See what happens. Let's see what happens. We ain't guaranteeing anything. It's just what I'm hoping to happen. I'm hoping and my expectation. That's what I'm really thinking. That's where I'm at with this. I'm not thinking the Knicks. I'm not saying the Knicks don't win a championship, but I know if any given night they bring their A game, they can wax anybody. If they bring their A game,
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, it is, man. It's gonna be fun. That's what makes the NBA fun because there's so much talent. There's a lot of parity this year. It's not like the years earlier where you had two or three dominant teams.
Right.
There's a lot of parity now. Like guys like Indiana, these guys right here we playing tomorrow. A lot of up and coming young teams. We got talent, man, and they got talent.
Right.
Yeah, and we got talent.
Yeah,
teams ain't like they were last year. That's a fact.
No, and that's why we try to harp on the winning mentality thing. Because you got talent, but do you got winning talent? And that's the mentality that I always feel good about our team compared to a lot of teams. Not saying they don't have it. Do you have a winning mentality? And to have a winning mentality, you got to get to a certain level. I think we have a team that at a certain level in their careers, where all 5 of them players and any other players, they at a level now where they ain't playing for money. Tom Thibodeau is not playing for money. What's one thing eluding Tom Thibodeau?
Championship.
That ring as the leader.
Yeah, him and Cat been in the lead 9 years. What's eluding him? A ring. I mean, these guys playing for something, man. And I think they put this thing together. And I think James Dolan wanted just as bad as Leon Rose. You know what I mean? So let's get it. Let's see how it goes. But until then, I'm out. Tomorrow, let's get it. Let's get it popping. Y'all make sure you hit that like, subscribe for your boys, man. Real talk. We're gonna get out of here.
Like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk. Hit that like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk.
Yeah, man, indeed. Shout out my brother, Jay Chosen. I'll see you cats tomorrow. Thank y'all for coming in as always. You know how we do, man. Knicks Real Talk, we here, man. We ain't going away. 82 games plus hopefully 16 more, 98, baby.
That's right. Let's get it.
We just get it, man. We see y'all on the other side, baby. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
Yo, Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One. Pull up in the black Silverado. Stop and get some petrol to hit the metro at full throttle. Now we in that Mecca bottle, like about a 30-second intersection. Look across the intersection where the bomb we see surround flexing. In the city, we post up that sticky note. You can smell it in the air like hickory smoke. It's KRT, folks, and we well represented. We on that Knicks shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Knicks about to open up a candle of bass. The burner cooking with gas. Big cat alley digging through the deep track. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash if I can splash. With the food moving too slow before the pregame show. So here was on tap with the starting 5 on the entry for key matchup with a slew of facts. But salute to the fam in the chat. When I racked with your man up, the brand in front of the camera is a picture. Caps and snap back to the caps. We Knicks dripping. This Real Talk, you know we from the description. It's the OG, older than Ananobi, who colder than me and my man Brody. Joe and Adobe on the low, we be on your fire team, that's Cody.
It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. Real talk.